Good evening or good morning, depending on where you live in the world. It's Brian, the Uniter. Okay, we're going to try to do something anyway. Wait for a few more people to jump in here. Let's see who's here now. We got Mars Life. We've got Heidi McKay, Twyla, Lisa, Bell Admin. Duncan in the UK. How you doing, Duncan? Absolutely. Well, today's topic's pretty self-explanatory. 2 weeks I've been trying to, not really argue, not to attack people, not to, basically to be the nice guy, to be the guy that you can come to my panel, which I've always thought you could come to my panel and feel that you're not going to be attacked. If I'm on your channel, I'm not going to attack. If I'm on your panel, I'm not going to attack. If I will defend myself. If you attack me, of course I'm going to defend myself. Only a fool would defend himself. But I would not defend myself to the point and in the fashion of which a lot of people are accustomed to seeing me. So basically, if someone attacks me, don't expect that I'm going to go in and lay there and wait for the slaughter, because that's not me. It's never been me. Not going to be. But of course, on the other side of that doesn't mean that I need to be the one to start a fight. Doesn't mean that I have to be the one that's going to set the stage for a fight. It's not my intention. Now, could I poke the bear once in a while? Everybody pokes the bear. Come on. You realize how many times people come in here and poke me a little bit just to see how I'll handle it. Everybody pokes the bear. And that's the way we see whether or not someone is serious about what they said, or whether or not they're just sitting there and they're trying their best not to explode, but if poked, they're going to explode. And as far as uniting, I'm not sure how many of you saw that my last panel. I had D. As a matter of fact, I had D is one of my mods, and is one of my mods. I had No Name come on, and No Name and I got into look at an hour. I don't know if it was an hour. For an hour, went over one of his videos. We talked about what's going on with his life and with his activism and so forth. I talked about a lot of stuff. And before that, him and I had nothing good to say about each other. The question is, who was willing to make the first step? I'm not going to tell you I was willing to make the first step, because that's not the case. In order for No Name to accept my invitation, for No Name to come into my panel and feel comfortable talking and so forth, he had to make his own step also. So for one person to say they were the one, that's wrong. Excuse me while I put half a cookie down. I was eating one, all of a sudden I went live. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set the stage where if someone comes to me and legitimately has the willingness to mend the divide between us, absolutely, of course, I want to do so. When I took the position that I've taken about not attacking and so forth, So that was my whole idea, was to bring not the two sides together, because the the side over there, the I guess they call themselves the Watchers. We know that they are the trolls. Um, those people who have no interest in the 1A community at all. They have no interest in the the constitutional rights at all. They're just over there just to troll us. They're over there to start fights, to start divides, to do exactly what they've done, to divide this community, to divide this family. And at some point in time, we have to stop and say, look, the division between myself and No Name was ludicrous. It started on something stupid. That was my fault. Um, you know, I went overboard, and I shouldn't have done what I did. I shouldn't have gone live, and sort of I should have just let it go. And excuse me, and to the end of No Name's live, and then took care of it after he was live. But after the months and months and months of seeing people call me a ghetto, seeing people call me a doodler and stuff, or seeing someone like him not do anything about it, and his mods not do anything about what someone had posted. And then I had to understand that the mods couldn't do anything because that individual was a mod also. So another mod couldn't have removed that even if they wanted to. So I did. At first, I blamed D partly for that. I thought D should have removed that, and she didn't. But then I understood later that he was a mod, and she couldn't remove it. So as far as D, as I've already said to you, I'm sorry for this agreement between you and I. That's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done. Is between you and I. I mean, you've been such a good friend to my wife and to my daughter, and I just let emotion get in between friendship. And I can promise you that won't happen again. I can promise you that I will think before I speak, especially when it comes to friends. If you're saying something in the chat, I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat, because I just don't want to be influenced by what's going on in the chat. So if you're saying something to me, I've got something to say. After I say what I've got to say, I'll open it up to links or people come up with their mic. But for a few minutes, they need to just allow me to get something out of my chest. And Anna, Anna has been so good to my daughter. She sent her stuff, and she's been so good with my wife and so forth. And Anna was just poking me, and again, when you get these months of people just harassing you, calling you names, and making up false videos about you, and cutting and pasting your videos, and making a video of that, and trying to say that you said that when everybody knows you didn't. Everybody knows it was a cut and pasted video. Saying that I talked to this kid, Tyler, 12-year-old boy, when I never spoke to the kid. And when I spoke to his father, I said, I would take his father. I never said I'd take the son. I said I would take the father if the father decided it was safe enough for the son. The son could come. I never offered to take that kid by myself. Many people on the other side knew the truth, but they didn't care. They didn't want to let the truth get in the way of a good story to them. And that's what their problem is. On the other side, they never let a true statement get in the way of their narrative statement. And that's what their problem has been and so forth. All right. Right, shut up and give us a link. All right, God damn it, Mike. Only because Mike forced me and said, shut the fuck up and give us a link. All right. Anybody can come up tonight. I don't care what side you're from. I don't care if there is a divide between us or what. Anybody can come up. That doesn't mean that if you are disrespectful and you're an asshole or something, I'm not going to, drop you back down. But, I'll allow anyone up that's not blocked. And as far as people who are blocked, if somebody makes a good argument as to why they should be unblocked, I'll unblock them. I don't care. KY Packer, I see you waving, big guy.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not much. Not much. Just watching them numbers going up on them cryptos.
I know, my God, man. I love it. And I'm so glad I got into it as early as I can. Okay.
I see you waiting.
Hey, how you doing? You up here tonight?
What's going on?
Not much.
Too much.
Just watching them numbers going up on them cryptos.
No, I'm up here watching them go down.
I love it. And I'm so glad I got into it.
Yeah. NCM, you got your video, your YouTube on still or something? I hear an echo.
What's going on?
Not much. Just watching them numbers going up on them cryptos.
No, I'm up here watching them go down.
I hear double echo.
I'm so glad.
MC, I think I've at least NC something open.
Sorry about that.
We've all done it.
Yeah, you've got something wrong with your setup because you're got a hell of a screech.
Would it be because I'm on the same channel on the internet on the computer and I'm on the phone?
I don't know, but you've got a heck of a screech. I can't leave you up here with that screech. People are gonna go crazy. The people who have earbuds, people like me that have earphones, it's bad enough. It's gonna.
How's that?
That seems to still a little bit, but Bud grew up, Brian. Yeah, let me throw a link to Bud grew here. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Do a little bit of. Yeah, Bud grew. I thought I already gave Bud grew. You're gonna have to come up on the panel before I give you one, Bud grew.
Hey, Brian, is that better?
Yes, that's better.
Okay, yeah. What was happening? My old Windows 7 computers got the loud hum.
Okay. Yeah, you still got a little tiny bit, but not as bad as it was. Before it was to the point of where earbuds just was gonna drive us crazy.
Okay.
Okay, Brian. Okay, I'm looking to give you a wrench there, Mr. Bud. Hold on a sec there. Bud girl.
I can hear that fireplace blower in the background with you too, Brian.
Yeah, well, we're gonna hear that because I'm gonna stay
Yeah.
warm.
Don't want to freeze the butt off.
Yeah, well, I have something I don't see. Bud drawer. Bud drawer, do another post, please. I don't know why I don't see him. Mike Taylor. Bud drawer, what happened to him? Bud drawer, above Bell Admin, more than 10 years. Hey, Budger, I don't know why I can't see. Hold on. Let me live chat. Yeah. Live chat. I don't know why, Budger, I can't see you on my cell phone. So, oh, Joe, cool. I'm sorry, Joe. Could you wave at me? There we go. How you doing, Joe?
What's going on? Chapo, first of all, what's good, baby? Me and you never get to talk on panel together, right? Always in your live. I don't think we ever been like this. Um, Brian, I noticed the name of your show today, and I just got high. Something about the unity, and you get up here, you're speaking a positive message. And it might be, I believe in the universe. God is smarter than us, type shit. Here is your day. I think here is your test, man. You ready to break bread with Bird?
Well, I've been watching what Bird's talking and stuff, and at
Could you
some point, if
wait? I'm sorry.
go ahead, no, sometime if Bird wants to, break bread and sit down and talk about it, yeah, I got no problem sitting down talking about it.
Here is the time. I rapped with him. I am here to talk about that right now. Bird is ready to break bread. We've been talking about you, not just Bird, other people as well, and
Yeah.
you've been doing really fucking well for at least a couple of weeks now.
Okay, now I've been poking the bear a little bit. Okay, I got to
Yeah, for you,
I
Brian, that's killing. For you,
that
you've been fucking
yeah.
astronomically killing, right?
I poked the bear a few times. I got to admit, but but that's only certain people.
What you mean poke the bear? I mean,
Poke
I
the bear, like sometimes it can be a key word. Like if I know a
Trigger
key word
motherfuckers.
triggers you or it annoys you, a certain word, then I may make sure most every other sentence I use is going to have that phrase or that word because I know it irritates you. Like if you don't like me, I'm going to call myself the American hero, or I might call myself the Great Uniter. Or Brian the Uniter or something, just to poke to see. Basically, what that is a lot of times, you're poking the bear to see the reaction of the bear. If the bear doesn't react, then it's good. Things are good. If the bear reacts really quickly, then stay away from the bear. The bear is not ready to be pat. So that's a lot of times that's what I'll do is I'll just poke the bear a little bit and see. Have they already dropped the war? Or is that war ready to keep going? So, which is terrible that I do that. Don't get me wrong. That's not a good thing to do. All right.
Very good.
But hopefully there'll be a point in time where I trust people enough and people trust me enough that we don't need to poke each other. We don't need to test what the water is. I mean, you always put your toes in the water before you step into it. And it's the same idea to me. But
I'm sorry, I was getting
yeah, I would love everybody over there, but I'd love to break bread with people over there, but I'd like to see that it's a serious.
Here is I'm telling you, man. Here is your day, man. God is smarter than we are. We were talking about this, just talking about this. He's sincere. I told him I could not come over here in your name, and you make me look bad. You cross me, say I swear, Joe, I will never say another negative thing about the man. Period. He's sincere and he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you want to rap with him? Yes, I prefer me. If that nigga say something stupid, I was gonna say.
I don't know. Do I have any of them blocked? Is Bird blocked? Let me take a look. Is he going to come in under another name, or is it?
No. I was gonna say go over to Tenth, but you might have beef with Tenth.
Oh no, they'd have to come over here. I got the show going right now.
Yeah, you already got the show going. That'd be dumb. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm high. Be patient with me.
But I mean, it doesn't have to be today. I mean, we can.
No, it was gonna be today. It was gonna be today. I was coming over here to talk to you about that. I was shocked to see the title and that shit come out your mouth. I was gonna be the first nigga on the link, but my internet was shitty on that phone. I'm like, this is God, man. This is the universe. You don't believe in God. You can't be stupid. Coincidence. I don't even believe in coincidence.
I believe in fate, but I
One in
believe in
100,000, Joe. 1 in 100,000.
I'm a believer of fate, but I think God is what sets our fate for us. I'm a Catholic, I've been going to Catholic church for, oh my God, since I was 18, 19 years old. And there, that's another place I'm going to have to deal with, some of the stuff that I've done.
Hey,
I'm
and
going to
check
have to do a
this out,
confession
Brian.
there, dude. Yeah.
This is the truth as well. The Buddhists teach you this. We, hopefully me less than others, but I get mad at you sometime. When we send you into those rages and you do those things, you hasten your journey to hell. This is true. And we pay a price for hurting you, for hastening you. That's the truth.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I said I've got to sit down and confess some stuff. Because if I antagonize you, and if I create the argument, if I create the fight by the way I poke the bear, and then I sit there and try my damnedest to blame it all on you when it was really myself who threw the first rock. May not have been not have been a big stone. It may have been a pebble, but still,
Yes, but
I
that's
tossed
what it
something.
took on that day, right?
Right. I knew what. I'm not as dumb as people think I know what I need to do
I
in order
love
to
you right now, Brian.
in order to irritate people. And my people in my chat, they know that. They get a kick out of it and so forth. I've always
Yeah, he
been
can be a
very,
real asshole at times.
Brian,
sometimes.
Brian, behind that, how about, because you seem like the larger man today, how about you remove those fucking strikes and you cats break bread?
Hey Bird, can I see your face?
Oh, fuck.
Can I see your face, Bird?
Where's Mike at?
Okay.
What a pack of fan. How you doing, man?
So, Brian, this
Yes,
is probably
sir.
a good opportunity for the two of us to talk.
Yep.
This is where I'm at with it, and you can let me know if you think that this is reasonable. At this point in time, I'm going to request
Watch
that
your
you.
mics, whoever that is. Watch your mics.
There you go.
Someone got to echo.
So here's my request, and then here's my offer, Brian. My request is that you drop all 3 strikes against my channel and allow me to resume my patriotism. What you get in return, Brian, is that no longer will I have anything to say about you other than you are a great guy.
I don't want you to lie.
Well, Brian, I'm at this point with
The
it,
sound
right?
is horrible.
I don't necessarily need to talk about you. I don't think that you need to talk about me. But right now, your actions and my actions have ultimately affected my ability to contribute to this movement and do things like fundraisers, not just for myself, but for others. And I think at this point in time, it's doing more damage than good. And so I guess I have to look at you to see if you're really about the movement the way that you say you are, because you know that I've been a hell of an activist. So that being said, there's my offer, there's my request, and it's up to you what you choose to do from here.
Well, I wouldn't be willing to remove all 3. What I would consider doing is removing one, which would get you back on,
Please let me intervene. I know this is y'all business. I know this is y'all business, but please let me intervene. Brian, I think you're making a mistake right now. Now I think, and I could be wrong, I'm just a regular cat, but I think now is the time to be sincere. Not a problem, Bird. This is the guy you want to be right now. Don't inch into this. If you're going to do it, dive into the waters. And I dig Bird, but if he breaks his fucking word, I'll give more hell than you ever could.
I mean, Joe, look at my face. When have I actually broken my word?
Probably not once. Probably not once.
Well, you know that it has happened, but not in recent history, right? Not within the movement. So yes, Brian, you have my word that I have nothing negative to say about you. I am ultimately just going to walk away and pretend you don't exist. But it will cost you the ability to pull those 3 strikes. And then what I'm going to do, Brian, is I'm going to delete every single video that I've ever produced about you.
Very good.
Everybody wins.
Very good. Somebody mic is killing me. I'm gonna
Yeah.
check out the window.
Bird, have you took a YouTube open or something? What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's not me.
It's not you. Chapo, mute your mic. Or you mute him, Brian.
Yeah, I missed that.
Matrix or something, man. What the fuck, dude?
I don't
That
hear
was
it now.
Fucking Matrix.
Do you guys know that dude?
Yes, that dude has been around a long time.
Yeah, it was his,
Right on.
It was his mic.
All right.
All right, fair enough. Well, I gave you plenty to think about. Thanks for letting me up and not blocking me out.
Very
And
good,
everybody
very
have a
good.
great night.
Let's just put it this way, Bird. Okay.
I'm listening, bro.
He took off.
He's
Don't
up.
worry. Go ahead. Continue, though. Continue.
You know, this is what I don't have to have Bird here to talk about this. This is what I'll do with you. Bird came to me, which is, gives me,
Which is
So-
fucking incredible.
let me do that. Or I told you if he came to me,
Yes, take
and-
your time. Be the fuck patient. You ain't got to
Yeah,
decide.
I don't want to do something and then a week from now I'm putting the strikes back on. Because as you
Take
know,
your time. Sleep
as
on
you
it,
know,
man. Go
what-
fuck something.
what you can withdraw, you can put back. So I don't want to be saying, oh God, and a week from now I'm putting them back on. Is this the real El Sancho? Nicely short ride.
Just facial.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Hold on. My wife needs my face for a second. I know that
that's what
sounds
she
funny.
said.
Okay, she needs my facial recognition. Oh, I should have just asked Andrew to put my face up. El Sancho, is that the real time for us? No way. El
Sancho,
Sancho,
if that's you, text me.
El Sancho. Everybody will freak out and they will see that I'm really interested in getting rid of all this hate and anger. El Sancho, would you like to come up on the panel?
The heck?
I'll give you the link if you want to come up on the panel. And Joe, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what the hell I need to do.
God damn it. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Excuse me.
My two Beatles, no blackmail, and then he just being man with this shit. Okay.
And what did I say? Not blackmail, just caution.
Anybody know this Anderson dude here? Well, I'm going to be cautious and not foolish. Let's do this.
All right, I'm sorry.
Hey, here, dude. Guy in the orange here, Henderson. You are on live. What's up? What's up? Your mic's not working.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Not much. What's going on?
Not much. I was directed here from a fella, and he said to come to the show and say hi. So I said, fine, all right, I will. If they'll allow me.
Who's the fella?
Okay.
I'm curious.
He's a fella named the Drama Dome.
Oh,
Okay.
be the fuck nice, Andrew. Now is
Now,
not
did
the time.
Did he send you over here to porn bomb or something? Or
No, he just said come over here. He said something about you all to be a show. I don't know. Maybe he was wrong. Maybe he mixed it up with someone else's show. I don't know.
okay, well, I'm gonna drop the thing and see what you got to say and so forth. And so, what's going on? Anything?
I was under the impression that you all wanted to talk to me. I mean, if that's not the case, I can go. It's not like I want to be a
don't think we
burden.
even know who you are, but
I don't know
nice
you,
to meet
so
All right, well, let's just keep it that way. I can go to someone else's show. It's no big it's no big deal.
Okay, sounds cool to me. You have
All
yourself a
right,
good
bye.
one.
Easy, bro.
I you get a little worried when a guy you don't know. But what were we talking about? Oh, I was hoping Sancho was going to come up, and
He didn't text me. It might not even have been him.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it wasn't him. That's why I figured it. I just want to address something. Diesels. you tell me not to blackmail. No blackmail on any. Just be a man. Blah blah blah. All right.
That's
Well, both sides are asking for something. All right. When both sides are asking for something to be done, it's not blackmail. All right. When he's asking, coming here and says, remove the strikes and I'll do this, and I say you do this and I'll remove the strikes.
but before
That's
he
not
came
blackmail.
here. No. Before he came here, you were like, I am ready to do this. And the first time he come up with some short-sightedness, I'm not accusing him of that, but I think you are, with some short-sightedness saying, I'll do this if you do that. I always say no, don't do that. I tell motherfuckers, you're gonna do the thing. Sound like you were ready. And he came up here and laid
What,
fucking
what did I say?
whatever.
I'll do this if you do this. What did I
Not
say?
you. I'm saying that Bert, you said you was just being sincere, in my opinion. Bird
Yeah.
hopped up here and said, if you remove the strikes, I won't say anything bad. And I think Mike too's to her point, she's saying don't blackmail a motherfucker, whatever. If you're gonna do it, I think she giving you the same message I did. If you're gonna do it, just do it.
See, but what my whole offer was that I would remove one strike, which gives him the ability to get his channel back, to get moved on. All right. Later on, as things progress, and I see that he's serious and things are going well, he's not just bullshitting his channel. I'll remove the other strikes because I don't need those strikes.
All right,
I don't
thank
need
you
to
for
have
that.
something. I don't need to have something hanging over someone's head.
All right, and thank you for that, Brian, because that was that's smart. I know you were going to go about this cautiously, and that is an intelligent road. I see why you thought of that. Is not horrible. I swear, when you grow the fuck up, and I'm not grown, you will learn that you don't ever put your progress on another man's shoulders. What you trying to do is progress. Now you've brought another man in on it, and whether you make progress now depends on how he acts. That's dumb, and I'll stay behind that. But however, you've been burned a lot. You're going to be cautious. This is not such a bad plan.
Right, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to leave him in the position where somebody just strikes him later on, and he loses his channel again. So that's why I said
take two off. Take two off.
So that's why I say as things progress, I would take. Oh no! If somebody struck him and he went down, I'd take another strike off so he come back up. That's not a problem. All right, but I don't want to leave him in a position for forever. That's all he needs is one strike, because that's a scary feeling. So obviously, as things progress over a month, 2 months, and I see things are going good, I don't hear bullshit from other panels. I don't need to have those strikes. I take them off when I see the sincerity of what's going on. As I'm sure he would do the same thing with me, as he was in the same position.
Yes, because he loves this movement, right? He's a huge fucking fan of movement. And that is I got to be honest with you, I got selfish reasons as well. I think Bird is an amazing mouthpiece. I need him out there in the street watching cops and shit. And I've been giving him so much shit, Brian. And, I do that shit behind the scenes, but I've been giving him so much shit about turning his channel into the News New England fucking Part 2 channel. And he's like, man, I just want to go back to cop watch. I'm like, Joe, I'm down. What can I do? How can I help? I need that nigga out there. He's an asset out there. Grr.
Hello, and that's the only reason that I'm even interested in doing this. Is I've gone through your stuff. I've gone through other people's stuff, and I've seen the voice that he's been out there. All right.
He's good. He's
You
good.
know, I seen
Really
that
good.
when he's concentrating on the right thing, he's a real
The
good
last
asset.
video he did, oh my God. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna beat him to death if he don't leave that shit alone.
But you know what my issue is, I don't want to give him his channel back, and he's not doing what everybody wants him to do. He starts beating on me again. That's the only thing I don't want. You know,
All right.
and
If
I
he do
think
the
if we,
beating on you thing, trust me, Brian. And listen, he gave me his word. That nigga has never broken his word with me. And I am harsher on my friends. People think, you know, I do this shit on here and I'm harsh. Imagine if you're around me all the fucking time. Bird, I'd give him more trouble than you ever fucking could. Really.
I'm not
He
ignoring
set
you. I
me
just
up
checked myself.
to make you look bad or something, which he would never do. Let me make that clear. But if that happened and your nightmare scenario came true, oh,
Because I got to tell you, Joe, you can imagine the emails and the texts that I've gotten from, you know, people that have heard that I've even considered doing this. I
very
mean,
good. I hope they would listen. You're gonna get both kinds. Let's be clear. A lot of
right?
motherfuckers dig this drama. That's why you get 100
Yeah.
niggas in here when the more drama. So people are going to counsel you badly. People are gonna try to trigger you, make you go back. You know, when I'm telling you sleep on this and come back to your decision, you will have 100 fucking people in your ear before then.
Oh
Just so
yeah.
you know, bad guys that want you to, that don't want this, they will counsel you just a little off that road. They will say, well, do it in 2 weeks and watch how he is. They will counsel you in that direction. Or they will flat out be like, yo, dumbass, whatever it is, don't you fucking fall for that shit. Every second that clock ticks again. That's why I tell you, if you're gonna do it, go all in. What you would do, you do it now. I'm done with that shit. You know, Bird, you know, live your life, I'm gonna live mine. All this tying on to niggas and hanging on, it's what fucking exes do. Fuck that shit.
You know,
Let it go.
I want to answer be real. All right. I was sitting here one day and Joe Cool came on. All right. Now I had been watching, and again, this is more telling people what they need to know. But I had been watching Joe's, you know, videos because I like Joe. Even him and I fight like hell sometimes. But I like watching his work. He does amazing work. And I was seeing, you know, I was seeing Bird in there and seeing the work that Bird does when he's out there on the street, you know, doing the people's work.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking to myself, it's too bad that he's gone to the point where he's doing more of the stuff that he's doing on panels and so forth, because he's so freaking good at what he does on the street with cops and so forth. I just kept thinking to myself, God, I wish, you know, I said, I'd give him his channel back. I'm saying to myself, I'd give him his channel back if he'd go back to what he was doing before, you know. I said, because that's what I'm all about is yes, I got caught up into this fucking stupid shit. All right. And I got caught up into this fighting and so forth. And once you get caught in the fighting, it's just there can be no winner. It's only going to be losers.
That's what I say when you go to hurt a motherfucker, when you go to kill a nigga, dig 2 graves, because you hurt yourself in the process.
Absolutely. And so Joe came on and Joe and I were talking about my change. I am the one who offered this. Joe didn't come to me and say, hey, would you pull this off and give it? I said to him, I said, you know, look, you know, I'd take it off I'd take one off from Bird and give him his channel back if things just, you know, got better, if people would go, you know, if Bird would go back to what he does best and get off of my ass and stuff.
One step at a time, right? One step at a time.
And that's why we're where we are.
Yeah. And the road is long with Bird alone. Hopefully you guys will be men and be honorable and you can both of you guys move on with your lives. But understand, a lot of people are invested in this. A lot of people, you know, want to call you out on your sins. A lot of people want you to do what they want you to do before they will forgive you. It's going to, your road is long and hard is what I'm trying to say. So step by step, one step at a time. Here, Bird, you got one less guy that's out there trying to hurt you. And then we work on the next one. I guarantee you, I'm not going nowhere. And this is,
Well,
I want to see everybody happy and
that,
everybody fucking friends. I need that.
Here's the thing of it is, Joe, and you probably have already figured this out on me, is I don't care what you, and James Richards, thanks for the $5. You're a good man. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. But you probably already figured out that I don't care what people say about me. It doesn't bother me. I mean, you can call me anything you want to call me. I don't care. It's not. I let it blow right off.
I would massively disagree, but now is probably not the time.
No, people tell you on my side that they're amazed how much it doesn't bother me.
And I'm amazed at how much you work at making it appear that way. But actions speak louder than fucking words, right? I don't listen to a word that come out of a motherfucking mouth. That's the truth. That's why I move so slow. I watch a motherfucker actions, and your actions tell me that you've been injured, you've been hurt, because you react. So ain't nothing. No, you can talk to me for an hour, and I don't think you're gonna break through. But your actions over a fucking day, a week, can make me change my mind.
Well, the only thing that really got me thinking about it was when my wife and daughter said that they've never seen me as dark as I am now. All right, and when your own daughter says to you, and I'm not talking obviously my 9-year-old, that they've never seen me as dark as I am, willing to do the things. Hey, Be Real, could you just show your face for a second? Okay, you're all set. You can turn the camera off now.
Hey, Be Real.
Stop your laughing, Joe.
But that's when you have to start thinking, okay, have I dropped below the point where even my family thinks that I was willing to go a lot lower than what I am now. So, and that's when I decided, look, I've gone too far. I've let this take me down too low. It's time to put an end to this. It's time to
very good
to cut back and so forth. But like I say, I'm not saying that I'm going to be the lamb ready for slaughter. If somebody attacks me on a panel, I'm going to defend them.
No, at some point, you're going to learn to attack smartly, and then you're going to learn that attack is not what you even think it is. It doesn't even turn that face.
Most of the time, I just go and leave and walk away. That's why they always like to give me a hard time. Oh, there you go. He's running again. No, I when you decide you're not going to fight and you find yourself in the middle of the fight, get the hell out of there. That's what I'm doing.
You fight differently. If you fight hate with hate, you produce hate, right? You can't kill hate with hate. You just simply cannot.
Yeah.
But Brian,
Can't kill
in the very
negativity.
beginning, I'm sorry, Joe, go ahead.
No, baby, you go.
I was just saying that, all I was saying in chat, and glad I didn't get timed out or anything. That was good. But, it's just that.
Well, this can't be good.
I only saw one thing, and I thought it was okay. So I don't know what
No, I said no. I said I didn't get timed out. I said that's good. What do you mean?
Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
No, you said when you said you didn't get timed out, I thought you were saying something bad. My guy.
Right,
No, what I mean, I guess I was being sarcastic because a lot of times just by voicing a non.
I got you, baby. I got you.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even said that. Okay, so all I'm trying to say is that going back to when you came on to your show and you were talking about everything and what you have in your description, just saying from my perspective, and I think I'm just saying, I can't be sure, but from what I heard and what was written in the description, it all seemed like, okay, you're going to end it on your side. I'm not taking sides. I'm trying to be neutral here and say.
I agree. I saw the same thing. I thought the same thing.
Stick to your word, regardless. I understand. I have never been involved in things like what you've been involved in, but
be nice.
If you're going to say you're going to stop, then you stop it. It's like anything else. You know what? You just stop it. And regardless of how horrific, if people cease fire, I guess I can compare it to a war. But you have to just let it go, because they're going to push it. They're going to push it. They're going to push the envelope. You know it. I'm not saying they will, but they could. And they're testing you. You just
No
keep
name.
holding your ground.
What's up?
And then, oh,
Hey,
Going
no name,
on?
what's up?
well, can
Hey,
let
I
me just
said-
finish? No name.
Yeah.
Hi. But
Yeah,
anyway,
hold on
so
one no name,
all my
please.
advice
1
to you,
second,
Brian,
so she
is
can finish what
right.
she's saying.
right.
Yeah.
All my advice to you, Brian, is and regardless of all your, what you said in your description and what you were talking about, and then when Bird came on and he mentioned
Change
it,
the
not you. Hold on a
vibe.
second. He mentioned, oh, if you do this, I'll do this, blah blah blah. Well, in my opinion, I'm just saying that do what you're going to do, regardless of these offers and this and that. Stick to your original word. And like Joe said, you don't have to honor anything. That's up to you. And don't take it as, okay, well, if I do this or that, because you know what? There's no guarantee in life. There's no guarantee in anything. Just do what you
Be
feel
you,
is right.
baby. Be you. Stop
Well, see,
giving niggas power over you.
that's what I was saying. That's what I had said to Joe Cool originally, was that if he comes to me and basically we say to each other, look, this is over. I wasn't looking for any deal out of him.
Then
Okay.
it's just like
I
when you're
wasn't-
in jail or prison. You don't take, doesn't matter. When you do something, you do it. You don't do
Right.
it for a favor. You don't do it and say, okay, I'll give you a ramen noodle thing next week. You know what?
But what
You
if-
better because you know what? Unless you know for damn sure you're going to be able to buy that ramen noodle, you're in trouble.
Don't even take it.
It's like it's when someone, what Joe, what do they say? Whatever. It's just a good example. I watch a lot of these shows. If anybody in those kind of circumstances comes to you and offers you something, what do they tell you to do? No.
First of all, they're gonna tell you it's free. It's not.
No one
It's
gives
the
anything for
overlay for the
free.
underplay. It's a setup. Ain't
But all I'm
nothing gonna
saying,
be
oh God, I don't want to even imply that. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I say to you, Brian, I'm trying to be neutral here. I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying, from what your description said and what you said, I say to you, be a man, stick to your word, do what you're going to do, and do what you want to do,
There you go.
follow that, and all the other stuff. You don't have to get off on a different path and all that. It's getting messy already.
Well, no, it's not, because it's getting messy because people keep adding stuff to it.
No, just by Bird coming over here, she's talking about things changed already at just that moment.
It muddied your thoughts already, Brian. You don't see that?
No, it doesn't, because I'm still go back to the same thing. All I need to see is that he is stopping what he's doing. He's not attacking me. That he stopped. I didn't say he has to say that I'm nice. That he has to not ever. If he talks about me, I just don't want it to be attacking me. That's what I don't want. I don't care. If I, oops, there he goes. He probably.
Does it take everybody else off the table? I mean, other people that you both, whatever's going on, and other things? Or is this all about just you and Bird?
This is just Bird and I. Well, this is Bird and I, but I want to, to fix this between everybody. I want to fix the tear.
Right.
That's in
And
this.
Well, let me give you some advice, bro. The same advice you gave yourself 2 weeks ago. Keep following that. Leave folks alone. Not just them folks. Leave folks alone. Stop giving them fodder. Stop giving them internet fodder. Every time someone's allowed to trigger you and you feel you have to explain it. Watch your mic, be real. You got
sorry.
echo. Every time you feel like you have to explain yourself, you're giving them fodder. You might just feel like you're over here just talking to your friends, but every word is going out there, leaving echoes, and it's one more thing to pick on. Every question leads to another question. Yeah, you don't see that yet?
No. I think that, when people come over and trigger, absolutely. It just goes on. But what the biggest thing right now is that, Bird and I have talked. I can now, think about it overnight. I'll do what I'm going to do tomorrow morning.
All right, very good. I'm okay with that, dude. I'm patient. I think you're taking strides and steps. You know, tell motherfuckers be the fuck nice. Tonight when niggas are second guessing you and you should have did this and that, tell them be nice. I'm a man. Have some confidence in me. Have some trust. If you think I'm the guy that I think you think I am, let me give me my time. Let me work this shit out. Let me make my own decision.
To show you how serious I am, this is what my wife set in front of me 15 minutes ago. And it's still sitting there.
What is that? Oh my God.
That's a big old piece of cake that
You
my
don't
wife
need that
set.
cake. Come on.
Oh my God, that's
Brian, can I have a bite?
What's that? No, what's good, baby?
Share it with somebody.
I mean,
That's how serious I am.
before Winky goes wandering with his wink, or never mind. Before Winky talks, Brian, can you just clarify for the audience? So you're going to stick to your original descriptive plan in your live, and what you said. We don't need to know about the things aside about strikes, this or that. I mean, but what you were saying in your description is what you intend on implementing.
He's already done that.
Yes.
Very good.
I intend on.
I did.
I intend on continuing what I've been doing, and hopefully, as things move, progress, that I can see that other people are doing the same thing, and we're going to be one big happy family.
Okay, will you offer apologies to certain individuals?
No, stop it, be real. Do not put anything on that.
Scratch it. Never mind, strike that.
Yeah.
It's off, strike it.
Otherwise, you have a lot of people who apologize to, like me.
Yeah, give them time. Give them time.
Look, why does everybody want to?
Joe objected and it got stricken. Okay, never mind.
Apology is so stupid. I mean, you don't ask the man to go on an apology tour, really?
Yes, let him do that later. He's just taking his baby step.
I can ask what I want, Winky. Winky, you don't have a neck or a body, but I see a hand there.
You can ask. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
I'm sorry.
Real. Let me tell you why be real is if I go say I'm sorry to everybody, there are certain people I may not be sorry, but I may say sorry to them just because everybody wants me to.
No,
yeah,
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
That was not what I was implying.
Oh no. That's what I'd end up doing. I would rather not say sorry to anybody and have everybody be mad at me or whatever, than for everybody to say, oh, he said sorry to this one, but I know he wasn't there. I could see the way his eye twitched.
But again, Brian, it takes time. You can't expect people to accept things overnight. It takes time.
Oh, well said. And you remembered that, bro.
Don't know stuff he already knows. I mean, I just go over and tell Brian that he's been doing a good job, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, over time, I'm a reasonable man. If I start, getting on panels with, so and so, and I see that him and I are, now we can at least be on the same panel. We can converse. We can have conversation. And I start feeling sorry for something, and I said, of course I'm going to say sorry to that individual. But what I don't want to do is feel like I'm going to be on a sorry tour. No, I'm not digressing. I'm just saying, if I feel like I'm sorry to that person after, knowing that we're both, in a different place, absolutely, I'd say I'm sorry. But I just don't want to be on a sorry tour.
You know what it's about? Not having expectations. You just need to move forward and not have expectations. Because if you do, you go on a panel, and if so-and-so's on there, you don't think that I've ever been on panels that sometimes I know the person, they've had of attack me or whatever it may be. It's called being mature and being cordial. You're in a grocery store. If you see somebody that maybe you haven't liked in your past, whatever, what do? Leave the store? No, you just go shopping and you just ignore them.
Well, certain people come on to panels. I X out, and that you always he ran away. Oh, he ran away. But I just don't want to get involved because I know it's only going to take a minute. And we're going to be in the middle of a fight again.
Right, and you're going to be prone to being easily triggered for a long, not saying a long time, but for a while. So, and I'm not saying How can I say it? We'll call it your immediate, maybe so-called enemies, whatever. They might not be doing it, but others will. So just be strong, because you know what? The only way you're going to prove yourself is by sticking to your word.
Agreed. Actions.
Well, real quick, I just want to come over to Brian. I have noticed that you've backed off, and I just want to say I appreciated that, and so I came over.
And look at Andrew. Winky. You got Winky, and you know what?
No, way to dox me.
I was talking Andrew.
God bless.
Dox Winky.
Oh God! Now I'm in trouble.
Well, it's got to be Winky, because I'd be booting Andrew off by now. So it must be some guy.
Yeah, Andrew's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's got cardboard or something going on behind him. I don't know what that. Oh, he left.
Oh, he
only would know that reference. Yeah, never mind that. He was on a panel and they were giving him shit.
Hey,
yeah.
Again, that was God, Brian. Yeah, you believe in God. You go to church. That's how he works, man. Everybody think it's mystical miracles and shit, and they don't even see the obvious, Joe. These things do not fall by day on the same day, and all this shit do not line up. That shit just rarely or never happens.
Yeah, you know, Brian, Jesus was on a cross getting stoned, and he said, you know what? He still loved them. He forgave them. It's like, you believe in God. You go to church. I mean, man, you should go to church. And I know at your church, if it's a Catholic church, they have that cross with Jesus nailed to it. It looks like it comes alive in the church. I went to Catholic school.
There's a saying around here, Brian. Signs and symbols.
Oh, it's my chair.
I figured it was your chair.
I'm sorry, repeat, Joe.
Signs and
I
symbols.
thought it was the beans he had for lunch.
It's healthy to fart, but go ahead, Joe.
Oh shit! That made me think of Kev when he did that. Signs and symbols are.
And Cindy Renee, Cindy Renee farted on panel, but go ahead.
Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. Meaning, if your mind is clear, you can see those signs and symbols. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. If that's a big saying, right? Everybody knows it.
I agree.
These are signs and symbols. If you're conscious, you would see them all lining up.
I know where you're coming from there, Joe. You know what? Because I know what you've shared. And you know, certain things that may occur in your life, I mean, I don't think a lot of people might share them, because you know what? It's a personal thing, and people, who has to prove this shit? It's like, you know, if it happened to you.
Agree. Every time Brian talking, I keep my business because I don't want to trigger him, but I'll be thinking, nigga, why is you trying to prove something, girl? I'll be in my head.
It's like, if you tell me something happened and you experience something, that's why, you know, you got to be careful what you share on the internet or whatever, because I mean, sometimes some people, some things might sound a little outlandish to some people, and it could be true.
Hey, Brian, can you
go ahead? You
can hear me, right?
Hi,
I think I'm banned from your room. I don't see any of the chat in normal when I come in. I had to come up here just to, because I type shit in. Nobody.
I see you in the chat.
It's weird.
I couldn't see you in the chat either. Type something right now.
I can see him in chat when I scroll. That's strange.
Hold on.
On the YouTube or the StreamYard?
StreamYard, but I know. Let me check on YouTube side.
No, StreamYard, you can see everything.
Yeah, that's where I'm seeing. But right now, here, I'll type now.
No, hey, you're using that Chinese electricity there, bud.
How does Bud get fucking banned? That motherfucker ain't never said a harsh word.
That's what I'm saying. I've never banned you, Bud. Let me later
well,
on.
It's funny because I had a wrench, and then the wrench went away. Then I got banned. I mean, I can't see anyone in chat anymore.
If you remember, I gave the last panel. I gave you your wrench back. Remember?
Yeah, no, I know. But if you look, you'll see now I'm banned. You don't even see me in there.
It might have just happened because I believe I seen you in there when I first came in on the YouTube side.
That's weird.
Yeah, I saw, but I saw you when you first came in.
That's just some weird chat. I don't see any of the chat.
It's
Someone
not that you're banned. It's probably a YouTube thing.
It's on the YouTube side, not the.
Oh, it figures. Well, maybe I should.
Well,
like,
hold on.
You're
I
fine.
can't
no,
do
wait.
anything.
I can download. I can get off and get back on. You know
It
what
has
I'm saying?
nothing to do
That
with
happened to
you.
Upstate about a week ago. He couldn't see anything. He the
But
next
it has
day
not,
was
or
back
but it
normal.
has nothing to do with you. Brian would just have to go into. I don't know if he can right now, but he'd have to go into his YouTube studio on his computer and take it out of there. It's not on the StreamYard side because otherwise you'd be banned from getting on the panel, as well as we wouldn't be able to see you. Well, you wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was really weird. It's well, whatever.
Try out going out. You know, go out of my channel.
He coming back in.
No,
Yeah.
Unsub. All right. Wait 30 seconds. Resub. And then come
type
back
in the chat. No, wait a minute. Have him type in the chat. Then wait till he comes on the StreamYard. You're trying to see if you clear him out of your YouTube side.
Right. I want to clear out a YouTube side.
So you need to go into the YouTube chat, but
right. And X out of and go out of my go to my channel.
All the way out.
Unsub from my channel. Wait 30 seconds. Resub. Come back in.
Hit the bell.
And then you should be okay. Because that's what I've had people do before, and then I could see them after that.
Sounds good. So then I will see you guys in the.
Yeah, because sometimes what it is YouTube screws around and they just. It's a YouTube thing. That's not us.
They get a wild hair up their posterior.
Yeah, well, the YouTube, you got to remember, you got the YouTube monitors. Google moderators. They're always doing stuff. So.
Well, if I just appear into the abyss, Joe, awesome work, brother. Brian, keep in mind what they're talking about. You step forward. It's great. I think this is amazing.
But I'm blaming shit on you if anything goes on.
I know, but
he's got big shoulders. He can handle it.
I really like your high school picture. You did announce it the other night, and I know you had that ugly sweater on, but I really think you look cute.
Thank you. And I've shaved. Wait, I've shaved since.
Oh, is that your high school picture?
That's my high school graduation photo. Yes, and
can you tell by the '80s sweater there? But yeah,
exactly. And you know how it is.
Yeah, I think you look cute there. I don't care what anybody says.
Thank you. I doggone it. It's great.
Yeah,
Joe, love you, brother.
Tonkin is saying you're on the new channel, but not the.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember that. KY, of course, always great. I'm just kidding. I'll be back, but
thanks for the warning.
Brian, keep take Joe Cool's advice. Keep going forward. It's great. It's what the community needs. I love you for it, brother. So I'm going to go real quick before you change my life.
I'm hoping this is contagious. I'm hoping that people are going to look here and say, Jesus, if Brian can do this, then we can do this. Is what I'm hoping. And
for having me up on this panel.
But on the other hand, I agree with the way he's doing it. They shouldn't be putting conditions on it. If you do this, then he's the one initiated this, not them.
Hey, look at KYC.
So if he says I'm going to do it slow and at my own.
Wait. You're right, KY. First of all, you're right.
You're adding to it. Go ahead, Joe.
They should not be putting conditions on it. You're right about that. But what you failed to miss, because you love that guy next to you and your friend, is that he's put a condition on that now as well. And me and Be Real are trying to get him to remove it.
I understand that part, but as long as he keeps moving forward like he says he's going to.
All right, we'll call it what it is. Don't call it something different.
Yeah, he's just being cautious because of everything that's gone on. And
those things are understandable.
I can see that on both sides. I can see it understandable. So if
feeling.
everyone continues to clean their side of the street, then nobody's going to have any problems. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, and even if that nigga don't clean his side of the street,
I'm still gonna
clean my shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna be a bum. He did it first. He left his guy. I'm not gonna do no dumb shit like that.
So you're gonna say that if you move into a neighborhood and everybody else's houses look like shit, you're gonna say, guess what? I'm gonna look like shit too. Why wouldn't you want to take care of your shit?
Yeah, I know.
So no, you're not saying that. So I mean, no offense, KY. I'm just saying that, and it's understandable. Friends sometimes collectively talk and make decisions. Fine and dandy. All I'm saying is the script. I hate to keep saying this, but the description when Brian is talking is coming from him. If he wants to claim that it's a collective decision, that's acceptable, right, Joe? I mean, that would be acceptable.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's a collective decision. What I'm saying is because my daughter came to me and my wife and said, "Hey, I've never seen you," so so
That's where the
I mean,
collective decision came
that's
from.
where
It's family, not me.
And when they started saying that to me, that woke me up and said, "Wait, maybe I am going too far with this. Maybe I need to
Right.
back up." It's not a collective decision. It's my decision. I make the decision, and I'm not being forced or
I mean, and that's okay,
or-
but we all take our our closest people that we trust in our lives. We take their input. We all
well,
want that.
I can't. And in this case, I can't. It's got to be my decision. It's got to be because
That's Brian's decision because his wife told him he could make it.
it's the one.
Hey, well, that's different though.
No, because
you know why? I can tell she's I'm just gonna say my gut feeling tells me she's a reasonable, smart woman.
she
And I'm just
married
gonna
me.
say this,
I don't know how smart,
I hope cut me off. Just yell if you want me to stop. I'm going to say that I suspect that if I'm not sure what she knows or doesn't know, but what the little she does know, I'm sure she's not very happy with it.
Obviously, if she felt she spoke out or she saw a
And
change
good for
in
her
him,
though,
blah,
because
blah,
it's
blah, blah, blah.
reasonable for her to feel that
There,
way.
she was very patient, right? In my opinion, she was patient before she let him know. If she spoke on it, then she saw it a long time ago. The kid
Well,
too.
Joe, if it was you and I were okay, no offense there, sugar. I love Joe to death, but I have my man. So let's say Joe and I are married, and some people start saying shit to him, or no, excuse me, to me. Well, I might talk to him about it, but if I love and trust my man, I'm gonna listen to what he has to say and not listen to just some hearsay, blah 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 here and there. But
9 times out of 10, be real. I'm not even, if we're married, I'm not even gonna bring it to you, because I trust you. Motherfuckers talking shit.
But a
I'm not
woman
gonna
will bring
even
it to you,
gonna.
Joe.
You won't even know about it. I won't
Right.
even mention it because you
You
ain't
deal
never
with your
gave
shit
me
on your
reason.
own.
Yeah, you ain't never
But it was
gave me
brought to her
reason.
attention, so therefore she's going to bring the woman usually brings it to the man and will
Yeah,
eventually
every
confront.
fucking thing.
Yeah. So you know what?
Well,
for Brian, and you're smart about it. For your family, you love your wife. They're number one. If they're not number one in your life, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, I think that that's what it's all about. And maybe you got a little caught up in the YouTube. We all do at times. But you can't. They're number one, and that's all that matters. Bottom line.
He knows that, obviously.
yeah, I don't want you to think
too
wrong.
far. It went too far.
My wife
all
never
around the board.
my wife never told me that what I'm doing on YouTube was good or bad, because my wife does not watch YouTube. My wife does not even have an account for YouTube.
Yeah.
What she was saying was my everyday life. She was starting to see that it was starting to involve my everyday life. That I was just dark, and she could tell that I had changed, that I was meaner, and that
Because
was
you were suppressing everything, and you're all angry and bothered, and you're not discussing it with her, so therefore it becomes like a little elephant in the room.
That was what she was seeing, and that was what and my daughter, said, she could see by
You're grumpy, Daddy.
Worse than that, they saw not grumpy. They saw something different. They didn't say you're grumpy.
They saw me at the point of where they know me, and they know that I won't stop at any condition, and that's why my daughter came to me.
Save yourself, man.
Save yourself. Right?
Well, no, because what my daughters will tell you that there's nothing that'll get me to attack you quicker than do something and make me think that my daughters are in danger. You think a mother bear is bad? I don't care.
But that's it. But it doesn't. That's where it's when you're thinking like that. It's gone way too far. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, I've never thought like that. Like I can't.
Yeah, I'd rather brag on the peaceful shit, Joe. Young motherfuckers. I know I certainly bragged on that shit. Young motherfuckers brag on that type of shit. Older motherfuckers
You're a
Right,
I'm
grown,
not bragging
retired
on it. I'm
adult.
just
I mean,
saying
my
on it.
God,
This
it's
is
No,
embarrassing.
you
Come
go
on,
to that.
Brian.
That's your go-to. That's your go-to. I've never been on here where you haven't said it 40 times. You know
Yeah.
me. I'll go to the throat. I'll tear your heart out. I'll peel your head. You're putting negative, negative, negative,
And you
negative
know what
out
that
there in
says
my
about you?
world.
That says that
Stop it.
they beat you. That says they beat you because you're at your wit's end and now you're ready just to go for the kill. You don't want that.
And you want to be, hey man, I'm patient as fuck, yo, and I'm smart. I figure out a way. You want to be that dude. You don't really want to be the other cat, yo.
You know what you do, Brian? If you're a godly man, doesn't matter about, I don't, in my opinion, I don't care if anybody says I go to church every Sunday. I know a lot of people that go to church every Sunday, but they're not very godly or they're not very spiritual or whatever. No one's perfect. But you know what? If you are a Christian, what do? You put your troubles to him and you pray to him and he will, if you believe, that's what I was raised as. Not saying every time it works, because there's reasons why, or if you don't believe in people in chat, fine and dandy. Just saying, if you're a believer, then you're
That's a
supposed to
slow
put your
process
troubles
too.
on him. Give him, don't you sit there and, right, Joe? You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. That too. That's a slow process too. Learning how
Well,
to put it
everything's
in
a slow
God's
process.
learning how to put it in God's hands. That just takes years starting out.
Well, I thought that he was. I'm sorry, Brian. Maybe you're not. I guess everybody like has a different type of practice.
I've never been to church, but obviously I'm a fan of God, fan of
Right.
Jesus.
I don't believe in my mind. Look I went to Catholic school. And remember, never forget this. I said it, man, bold bitch, right to the priest. He said, "Aren't you gonna, because I was in the wedding party, and we were doing like
can I see your face, Lulu?
the practice thing at church, whatever rehearsal." And he's like, "Okay, so everybody's got to go to confession." I looked at him and I said, nope." I said, "If I'm going to confess my sins, I can do it myself. Thank you." He wasn't happy about it, but oh well.
Hey, baby.
What's up?
Hello.
Wait, Lulu, we were
Yeah.
on panel every
I
day
love
for a
Lulu went on your
while.
panel, Joe, and said, "Okay, I'm just here to say hi to people. I'm not, I'm not here. I'm not here to like talk about things, but I just want to say hi to all these people because I follow them."
I tried to leave a slot open for that so everybody could
You
rotate
said
in
no.
and out.
I was gonna do it, but you said no. But Lulu's so beautiful, you let her. But I agree, she's beautiful.
No,
Oh,
no, he was
thank you.
that slot. He knew it was some people who I invited. He knew we kicked off Kev and Jeff, and you know they good sports. They know what we were on, but we said we're gonna keep a spot open at all times, and it's open to everybody. He knew that.
The joys of being a woman.
Well, you think that are you saying they wouldn't let you on because you're a woman, or they let Lulu on because she's hot?
I'm just being silly. I'm saying I thought it was really cute what she did. She was very sincere, and I know that if I went up to the panel or on StreamYards, you let me up too. I'm just saying that I knew kind of basically of the basic kind of soft rule, but I thought it was so cute when she went up how she handled it. It was just really cute.
Yes, because I agree. If you couldn't add to the conversation, you were going to be picked on and booted. So yes, there was some pressure, and Lulu came up here, and other people. I just wanted to say hi. Yeah.
I mean, I would have went up, but it was just I felt that it was good to be in the chat, and I learned a lot because embarrassing enough. I watched Peanuts live.
I was so glad she came up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched some of it, but I didn't know the extent of it. I didn't know until I watched your panel of all that happened. I felt embarrassed. I didn't even know. My kids were like, my adult children were saying, "You didn't know? You follow all that, don't you know?" I was just busy. I didn't watch it all, but I said, "Joe Cool filled me."
That's funny.
I know, not most funny, but it's not.
That was great. I watched it today. Somebody was like, "Go back and watch the Jet."
You should do that again. You drew in a big crowd, and it was a lot of good, panel guests, and a lot of good information.
The crowd was well behaved too. The chat, I went back and watched that shit today. They were well behaved.
One thing you might do, that was kind of something special.
Yes. Give me some criticism though.
Have a little bit less people. Maybe do a panel and have people on it and limit it maybe like an hour with X amount of people, then okay, then the next hour is going to be blah blah blah. That way, there's not all this because everybody wants to talk.
That's a very good suggestion, yo. And other people have suggested I limited it, but they didn't add the hour thing on there. Limit the guests. Other people,
Yeah, less
saying
people,
too, so they
and
can
they
hear
have
the
a block
conversation better.
time to talk.
Yeah, well,
because
that was
it's
my
hard, like,
first time, really. You know, I co-hosted some shit in Jeff's room.
I
that
think
went,
it was a good panel. I think it was much better you doing it on your own than the other way it happened originally. When you know what I mean?
yeah.
But
Okay,
you
I'm going to shut
couldn't
up. I've been chatting.
you could
I'm
not
sorry.
have 10th man. You could not
No, you
10th
know
man.
that's my
Here's a
philosophy.
block
I don't do
time
that.
for you.
On that day, 10th is the most important nigga up there. And I think I just said nigger. I don't know what the fuck, but
Now, what did you
he's the
say,
most.
Brian?
You couldn't have 10th man up there because you could never give 10th man a block of time and say, stay within this amount of time.
You didn't say it. You didn't see him. He didn't say a word for the first 2.5 hours.
See, there you go, man. Why are you casting out negativity?
No,
I need to see him up there because he is so hated. I need to have him up there.
If that was the case, Joe would have said to him, which he said to his closest friends, you know what? I don't give a shit, man. You're booted off this panel. Come on,
yes,
Brian.
right. I love you. Bye.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
He even unmodded his girl, for freaking Christ's sake.
Right, I did. True story.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Hey guys, I came up to say something.
You could
never. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you
never give 10th man a block of time because he can't stay within a block of time. He has to go over and over. So with 10th man, it's impossible to
disagree. Nothing's impossible. So, anyways, Lulu, what did you have to say?
I wanted to tell Brian.
Oh.
Wait, Brian, did you finish talking?
Yeah,
Brian, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you that my friend All Vlogs was mentioning you today. She said she loves you and that she was gonna try and be on your panel.
Okay, well tell her I said ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está, papi?
Yeah, ¿Cómo está?
I know some of the Filipino community. Which vlogs is it?
All Vlogs. She is adorable.
It's hard with your accent. It's hard to understand.
AW.
Who gives a fuck what come out of her mouth, right? As long as it sound like that.
What are you talking about? Because I want to subscribe to them, Joe.
It's AW.
Joe, I gotta tell you that I freaking love you. I so fucking love you, Joe.
Thank you for that.
But
thank you.
But only when he's not fighting with Brian, right?
Only when he's not fighting with Brian. That's right. Because I love me, my Brian. I love Brian.
AWW.
Now be real. I gotta point out, anytime that you want to come on my panel, you're more than welcome. I mean, especially coming on the way you did today and so forth. You and I don't have to agree. It's nice if we're cordial. It's nice if we can talk to each other and not scream at each other and talk to each other and make sense and so forth. That's all I ever want out of people. They tend to say, "Oh, Brian, he's controlling. He'll kick you off the panel." The only time I'm gonna kick you off the panel is when you be disrespectful to somebody.
This is not true. I cannot let that fly past me, bro. That is not true. You've been conditioned now where you're predicting a person's behavior. And you're at the point now where a person walk in and you got to pop them. They don't have to be disrespectful. Now you're in your thing. You're in your zone right now.
No, that was before.
Well, before. I'm sorry.
I kicked you just because I wanted to fuck with you.
I apologize.
I kick other people just because I wanted to fuck with them. Just because it was part of the irritation. It was a part of the annoying. It was a part of my whole plan for them what you have to understand is that everybody will tell you that I am not one that does something a spur of the moment. If I do something, I plan it out. I figure what I'm going to do.
So all that you did was planned?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Brian.
That's what I love. Baby. That's what I love about Brian. At least he's honest about it. He tells it like it is.
Right? That's adult shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying that it's kind of, it's a little, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge since it was planned. For him to unplan his
What
behavior.
I'm saying is, like, sometimes
She's right. She's right.
No, what I'm saying is, if you came into my panel, I knew you were going to be, I would drop you down to irritate you, because then I knew you were going to go to other panels and you were going to run your mouth. But then the whole next day, that's all I would talk about, how you were over at another panel.
To me, Brian, I'm a bright guy. Shit like that was obvious.
Yeah,
I'm sure. But I mean, I don't understand your motive. Like what you did was you just kind of like dug a hole. You started digging and digging and digging. You dug the hole. I mean, you created this shit. I mean, you started off irritating. I don't know what the point was. I don't even understand.
You fed the bees, baby. You fed the bees. Don't feed the bees, bro.
And the beast is, who says it? 10th man says it best. You to be a monster? Oh, I'm gonna be a monster back. You gotta fight monsters with monsters. People don't get that. He might say things, but some of this stuff is definitely true. I mean, some of it's a little bit whatever. But it's like, it's true though. If someone's a monster, everybody's afraid of a monster. Ever watch that movie Monsters Inc? They're creepy and weird and freaky. It's like, unless you're a monster, who wants to go up against a monster? When you're a kid, most kids are afraid. If a monster walked through their bedroom door, are they gonna, they're not gonna be freaked out? We all are freaked out by some. If Sasquatch came through our yard, we might think
be real.
We might think it's a real Sasquatch.
They certainly don't see themselves turning into a monster one day. They certainly don't see themselves taking on those characteristics. Right. As a child, you see that monster, like you're saying, you want to avoid it. The last thing that you want to do is see yourself being that guy.
Right. Or you imagine, like, if you have a fear of something, could be like, I don't know, a snake, a spider, a monster. The kids are like, oh, they fear there's a monster under their bed. I wasn't like that, but they really believe it.
I was.
I guess that's why I tell everybody this is a process. This is not something that's going to happen overnight.
Thank you.
It's something that we're going to have to work on. I am set in my way. I'm an old Mainer. Once I start doing something, I get in this rut, and that's the way I get used to doing it. Now all of a sudden I've got to turn the wheel to the left and get up out of that rut.
I don't think you've been doing this. Well, actually, I don't think in the very beginning you were. Please, you don't have to answer. Maybe I should shut my mouth.
No, I wasn't this way in the beginning. I was not.
I think you had. I mean, I'm not naming names. I think you might. I'm not saying blaming anybody, because it's your decision to go along with whatever.
Nobody created what I was.
No, but
people enabled me to be the way I was. I'm not going to say that certain people,
no, I know,
did certain triggers, but I allowed them to trigger me. I allowed them to get under my skin. And then that is what pushed me to be the person I've been over the past few months.
And why? Because they had a little bit of power behind them. And it's kind of, it's wrong, but it was kind of, I guess, easy to fall into that trap.
Yeah, and I never worried about grabbing the. Okay, when I say grabbing the guns, I mean that metaphorically. Okay, so when I say that,
of the situation, I thought you meant
I've never had a problem with grabbing the guns and going to war against the big guy, the big enemy. I've never been, and so I never cared who it was that I thought was the enemy. I would grab my guns and go to war against them.
Why would you use guns? Why would you say the gravity of the situation?
I'm from up here in Maine. We use guns. That's what we have.
But not everybody does. My son has a license to carry just like you, but he can't cross over. If he's traveling for work, he can have it on his person or in his vehicle, in his trunk, and he can drive over state lines. But if he has to be returning within the 24-hour period, consider be traveling. Otherwise, you cannot have it with you.
But see, those are people who carry it around and do nothing with it. What I'm talking about is from the age of being able to hold a gun and being the age of being able to set a trap, I set traps on the rivers. I set raccoon traps, coyote traps. I used to, I checked my traps before I went to school, killed whatever was in there, and on my way back from school, bring them back home. We never ate beef because what we ate was whatever we could kill up on the mountain. We lived at the base of the mountain. We never went to the store and got groceries
Like
much
Huckleberry Finn.
because we grew up on the mountain and everything that we needed basically was on the mountain. There's rabbits, there's deer, whatever. So we never
Seriously,
went
you
beef.
lived by what you guys? I mean, seriously, your family only ate what they hunted.
Absolutely.
So
We didn't or grew in our garden. I never had beef other than what you go to school and have hamburger at school or whatever. But we didn't have beef. The closest we had to beef is when the old man would go down to the market and pick up 3 or 4 pounds worth of beef gristle to put in the beef suet. You call it suet. Beef suet to put in the deer meat before you grind it up into hamburger.
Yeah, that's the hunter-gatherer thing, but it shouldn't be moving to like I'm going to grab my guns and move
No.
internet YouTube violence.
No. What I'm saying is so in our that's what everybody walked with guns, carried guns. We used to pack our trucks in the schoolyard, to go to school with the guns in the back window. We always had a gun with us. So when I say grab my guns and go to war, it's because it's just that's
it's just a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
That's what I say. It's
right.
a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Sorry.
Thing that we say. I mean,
What
obviously,
would you do if they try to take your guns, Brian?
they would never take my guns.
Well, unless he has a felony.
They would.
What would you do if they try to take mine?
I would defend yours just as well as I would defend my own.
You can't take
Because
them once you have a felony.
once they start taking our guns, we've lost every way of defending ourselves against our government. And believe me, our government has showed us they are capable of doing
If
stuff.
you believe that shit, you can't have a gun because you have a felony. You allowed
Joe, I
them
didn't
to
understand
take
what
my
your
gun.
point was. I apologize. I get you now.
No,
in general.
you did. Everything you said was right. I was using your point in a way to try to say something to Brian. I wasn't even directing it to you. But yes, if Brian, if you like Be Real just brought up, if you have a felony, you can't have a gun. If you allow that, then you're allowing that person to take away my gun.
I don't agree with the felony and take away their gun. All right, because some felonies are not dangerous felonies. They're not dangerous people. They've not shown by their acts that they're a threat to society or what have you. Now, if somebody is a terrorist,
or having 4 pills, or 2 ounces of marijuana, or whatever the thing is that causes it to be a felony, that's not right. That
you could be driving without a license in an uninsured car. Guess what? That's a felony.
Exactly.
You can't do just a felony. It has to be you've done some sort of an act towards society that endangered society.
I know, right? But every time we allow that to happen to one motherfucker, we allow it to happen to all. Every fucking law that passes, they hurt us all. Every time
they. I mean, would I love to get rid of it all? Absolutely, just do away with it all. But if we're going to, if we're going to have a law, I want it to be a law that makes sense. I want it to be a law that goes after the.
Well, let me ask you this, and maybe Brian and everybody. I'm sorry, KY is here, and Lulu and Joe. Okay, back when the Constitution first came out, was there a law that said, okay, you have the right to bear arms? Did it say except if you have a felony?
Right. Right. They say it shall not be infringed upon. That we don't trust y'all. You will not even make laws to change such a thing.
I agree with you. I agree with you. It wasn't written into the Constitution, right? And there's been no amendment of that amendment.
How do you think that's happened?
Well, all they've done is they've created a law. A law is not
which amends, which is an amendment.
No.
A law is not an amendment.
A law.
So how is it lawful for them to do that?
Everything is not in the amendments. The amendments are just some shit they added on because they felt it was so important and it was left out. It's very few. It's few of them.
Sounds like you're making a salad and you forgot to add a couple some shit in there and just
Yes,
added
but
it in.
you know they kind of did big dumb shit, right? You know, black motherfuckers were
Wait a
3/5
second. How
of
is
a
that
human.
lawful? You know what?
Women
That's what.
couldn't vote. Black people couldn't vote.
One of the biggest reasons for the Second Amendment was to defend the First Amendment. You can't have the First
The
Amendment.
person is kind of weak
That's why
without
the
the
Kyle
second.
Rittenhouse case is very controversial because guess what? Even though he wasn't 18 or whatever, he still is. They're talking about he has the right to bear arms. Blah 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 blah. This and that. I think he just turned 18, and you know, there's
The
more to
right
it.
to
But
defend himself. Yeah, you know, there's a crowd coming at me. One of them was armed.
and I thought about that, like thinking, wait a second here, he wasn't old enough, blah blah blah. But you know what? He has there's a constitutional law part of it, I guess, and then there's the criminal law part of it, right?
Constitutional and criminal. I would have thought that would fall under the same fucking.
No, it's like civil. If you have
civil, that's the
you
different
can get
one, right?
criminally charged with
Civil,
something like O.J.
right?
Simpson, but then you get
You can
civilly
be.
charged for the response. You are responsible, even if you aren't found guilty. The family or whoever can charge you civilly.
They say that you can only be tried one time for the same crime. I say that's a lie. You can be charged 3
It's
times. You can
different.
be
Civil,
charged
it's like civil and criminal.
state, civil,
And
and
federal.
You can be charged for the same crime 3 times. They found a way around that shit.
Well, technically, yes, but actually, it's not being charged for the same crime.
Oh,
sure
it is.
I'm sorry.
Guys who
It's
got
word
off.
salad. They just word it differently. They say
Those
you are
guys who got
responsible
off
for the
for the,
actions of this person's. You're responsible for that person's death. You're not a murderer. Yeah, it's just word salad.
The 4 Rodney King guys, the 4 officers that got off, they got off. So in real life, they should not have been able to be tried again.
Oh, yeah.
But we've created some mystical mist that people believe.
The government, don't include us.
The government, I'm talking we, the government has
not
created
us. We're
some
not the
mist.
government, them.
But have created some has created some mist that motherfuckers believe that that out there start to believe in, and suddenly they say you know, there's another way to do it. He can be tried on a federal level because blah blah blah, or civilly blah blah blah. What's his name? OJ, he got tried, he's got off. Ain't no you take him back in and try him again for shit. This time it's called civil.
I never understood that myself. Like, how is that allowable? It's weird.
Yeah. One fucking trial.
Bullshit. But do you know that when he got arrested and he was actually, he kind of, I mean, personally, I think he probably did it. But anyways, regardless of
Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
But when he got arrested and he was tried, he got arrested, but when he was tried for the charge, when he went into the hotel with guns and his buddies trying to reclaim his memorabilia that they were trying to sell, blah, blah, blah. It was in the court, and his ex-wife's or his former whatever widow, his wife's Nicole Simpson died. It was her family was there. That was the anniversary of the day when it happened.
Oh, wow.
Either it happened or initially he was charged or his court, whatever. I think actually when it happened, when she died. I mean, that's too crazy, right?
Yeah.
Talk about karma.
And coincidences. Yeah, I don't believe in coincidence.
But that guy always bounced back. It's amazing. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't think they should have gave him that much time for going into that hotel room like that. Maybe that's because
because
you know, shit like that is common.
He had a gun though. I don't think he was I don't think he was a license to carry.
Yes,
a gun.
but again, you're believing that mist. He had a gun though. In real life, those things occur because the governments had made rules that tell you, if you do that, you get this punishment, and you reflect what they say and you tell other people, but they didn't follow the government's rule.
Right.
But in real life, men handle their own without the fucking government. You go in there, you do that bullshit, people get into that shit. It happens a million.
Yeah, what they should do is watch an episode from Wild Wild West with what's his name, and then they made me not find it so criminal.
I'm thinking everybody in my neighborhood and in white neighborhood, everybody's armed going in there. You gonna give me that shit? He got his fucking gun. You know, the
Yeah,
white boy in
my
Texas,
Louisville
but because
Slugger.
the law say it's okay, he doesn't. Nobody questions that shit.
Right. But what about this, for example? I mean, I'm going to shut up after this because I don't want everybody else to
No,
talk.
you're good. Go ahead.
No, like I have the wooden, Louisville Slugger bat,
Yeah.
and I have it in my car. Well, my oldest son, he has his license to carry. He knows the laws, kind of thing. He's like, Mom, you can't carry that unless you have a glove and a hat. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's like, yeah, otherwise it's considered a lethal weapon. What the hell? I can't even drive around. So with a freaking bat in my car without these other.
Oh man,
this
right?
is insanity. That's
An unjust law is no law at all. This is still real life. You cannot protect me all day. In fact, the Supreme Court ruled that's not even your fucking responsibility. So
Who
you got to
would
give
know
me
these
room
things,
to
Joe? This
protect
is what I'm
myself.
saying. Who's gonna know this shit? It's like
I know. Who the
fuckery, total
fuck can
fuckery.
possibly know that? That's another reason a cop can fucking put me in handcuffs.
I took that shit out of my car. I have to get a glove and a hat.
If I had money, I'd pay your lawyer. I'd be telling you to take it. I'd give you 50 stacks. I'd pay the lawyers because no way that shit can hold up.
Right, but I'm saying like the average person. I mean, so technically, we'll just say it this way, people listening, is that let's just say if there's an incident and whatever reason you get pulled over and something's occurring and let's just say you happen, I guess if you bought the bat recently, you show the receipt maybe, but if you happen to have that bat in your car and the incident was related to some types of violence, good luck, man. Good luck. Like that's bullshit. That's total bullshit.
Right.
Who's to tell me what I can carry in my car or not? Oh, I lost my phone.
I mean, odds are someone has a bat. You better post that fucking sign in every store just to get my attention. You can't make a fucking law and don't tell a nigga. First of all, that's like saying you can't have a pair of gray gloves and make a law about it where a nigga can go to jail for it and no one would know. Everybody could have a pair of gray gloves. Anyone can have a bat.
Well, it used to be they didn't want us to wear a mask. If they saw you wearing a mask in the middle of the city, they'd stop you and ask you what the hell you were doing. And some area, depending on who you were, it was illegal. Just now, all of a sudden, it's illegal not to wear a mask. It's like, make up my mind.
Kev,
Thank you.
I don't know if you still here. Kev, what's good?
Thank you for talking. Thank you for taking the time because that cake was good. Finished it.
Damn, do I get to talk now?
Now you can talk, sweetheart. What do you like? What are you doing?
No, you can't.
Don't you ever tell my girl she can't speak.
That's
I am
right.
high. Was it just us four up here?
Just us four now. Yep. What happened to
Was
Be
it
Real?
someone else just up here?
Be Real was.
Just you.
Okay.
Just you and me, baby.
I'm okay with that. I just thought I was like high and shit looked different. Looked away and looked back.
Yeah, she's back. I think she booted herself by accident.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I gotta mute. I'll be right back.
All right.
We'll be right here.
And Bud Grower's back in the chat, Brian. It worked.
I told you. Is he in there?
I think he's been there.
Yeah, he's been in there for about 15 minutes.
I haven't even looked. Let me take a look. I'm not ignoring you, Joe. I'm just trying to see whether I can see Bud Grower yet.
No. I was checking my phone. I just got a text from Sugar.
Northern Lord Fix Up. Boy, everybody's surprised that I'm letting Lord Fix Up say what he wants. Bud Grower. Hey, Bud Grower, you're already a mod. What the hell are you talking about? Jesus, Bud. Get for real here. Be real.
Crazy.
Oh, no, she's already here. I want to be a mod. He's already a friggin' mod. all that hassle for nothing. My God. No,
Damn.
Joe. But the whole thing is, I'm not just interested in mending things with just Bird. I mean, there's other auditors. I mean, I want to get us back. I want to get this community back together. I want to figure out what the hell we need to do to get the division in this community.
Yes. I know sometimes, Brian, when you talk, even you to yourself, your own words ring hollow, because I know you want better for the community, and I know when you're throwing them daggers, you're not helping the community. Like you look and you say, damn it, I need to let Bird do his thing. You're helping the community. When you're not helping Bird do his thing or adding to you and his beef, you're hurting the community. Your words should ring hollow when you tell the motherfucker, I do all I can to help the community. Not so.
I've had words with Jeff. Hopefully Jeff and I can meet somewhere and fix our thing, whatever's going on with Jeff.
I'll tell you a secret about Jeff. He gets in his fucking feelings, but he's always willing to forgive and be friends. He don't want to have no fucking enemies.
I think he got a raw deal with what was going on just recently here, and so I
think they were trying to shut him down so he didn't do any more fundraisers because he was killing that shit. I think it was a concerted effort to get him to stop. Personally,
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And between just ridiculous the things that are going on that not that we're allowing it, but we're allowing it to happen.
Agreed.
We can't get in between some instances and so forth. Yeah. But we can tell these people, look, take this off the internet. This doesn't have to be on all these panels. These panels were such a good thing when they started out. Now all of a sudden, instead of being a platform of supporting and assisting our the guys out there in the street, it's become a place where the guys on the street can come here and kick and hate each other. That's not what these were made for. That's not why I developed my group. I developed the group.
What's interesting? When we do a behavior, other people repeat it. Yep. So even though you stop, now you put out so many ripples. You can't stop them.
But you can hope these ripples these ripples will get together at
some
point.
You put out the counter shit. You put out the opposite fucking ripples from here forth.
Yeah, you just hope that people can look at it and say, Jesus, if Brian and Bird were able to mend ways, or Brian and
they will undoubtedly. I'll be preaching it from everywhere. Yes, they will.
Right. Then maybe other divisions can come back together, because this community isn't just breaking apart. This community isn't just dividing. This community is cracking in so many pieces that if we don't,
I hear that every day, right? But I got nothing to compare it to. I'm sorry. I hear that every day, Brian, but I got nothing to compare it to. When I came in, it was like this. But I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I see community every fucking where. Right. All those cats. I don't want to fucking do the about Joe shit, but all of those cats that came on that show and show peaceful, that's coming together for the community. And I was thinking to myself, and I was not going to use you for an example, but I'm gonna do it. I said that that was a decent panel, and it was interesting, and no one came to hear nothing about NNE or 10th Man or whoever the fuck. So it is feasible to have a fucking conversation and motherfuckers enjoy it without the fucking coming to hear the worst of a motherfucker.
Amen. And to corn on the log. Oh, it sounds awful. What kind of name is corn on the log?
It sounds bad.
I think it's GD, because I can tell by the way what they're saying. Okay, Dad, GD, maybe. I think it's corn on the log. Take your meds and go to bed, man.
Sounds like my wife. Don't get taking medicine. Let's go to bed.
I
Come
told him
on.
he had up his sleeping doses, his sleeping meds. I told him the other night. GD, as I call him, G. He's my dad. Taryn says, okay, be real. I'm calling GD in. You're getting out of control.
See, I'm safe. I don't think any of my family's on YouTube. I've never seen any of them. Well, there's a bunch of them that are stock accounts that people are using, but my dead father and my daughter, but I never heard my dead father talk so much.
Now, I don't care if anybody, I was actually in I always screw up his last name. It's Commander Joe. You might know, or maybe you guys know. CMDR Mirko something.
Yeah, Commander. Yeah.
I was in his on his panel, excuse me, and there was we got into a conversation about clones. Oh, because DSS was on there. He accused me of calling him a frauditor, and I'm listening. He goes, "We'll go to my channel if you want and hash it out." I'm like, I have no problem. I can talk cordially here because I have nothing to hide. I don't even know what the frick he's talking about. I was like, I think it might have been a clone or something. He's on Jeff's panel. I said, I support Jeff. He totally apologized, but anyways. Someone in chat came in to prove a point under an icon that just said a brown background with a B, and it said "Be real." It doesn't mean that it was me.
I agree. I apparently porn bombed the motherfucker, Joe, and they had video of me moving around and shit.
Oh damn! I missed it. Can we rewind?
I forgot what came after that, man. But
who said you porn bombed? I missed it.
It was just somebody got porn bombed. They came up me. I think it even had the red light and everything. It was maybe a video of me waving or something. I don't remember that part.
Must have been something of a doozy, Joe.
One of the porn bombs that I got.
I don't know. I'm just being silly because I don't know what is anything about that part, about it or whatever. I'm just saying.
A while back, one of the porn bombs I got, it was Joe Cool, and when I said "Wave your hand, Joe," a couple of he waved his hand, and what they've done is they've recorded Joe, and then just in the amount of time that they thought that, oh God, this was like a month and a half ago.
Oh my God, I never even knew of this.
Did the wave and everything, and they had it all the time. They know that when I had it, and I asked for the wave, and all of a sudden you waved.
Yeah.
And I got porn bombed, and then just before I got porn bombed, I see it flash to another. I couldn't see the face, but it flashed, and so you could see it.
Must have been big. I'm sorry, just kidding.
No, it was.
I don't remember what the porn was. I can't lie. What was it?
Oh, I can't remember. It was.
I can't remember what the porn. Whether it was a chick and a dude. I can't. A dude alone.
Oh, I think I've seen that one on my panel. I think it's still on my panel. I mean, on my channel in the. What do you call it? Playlist. I never get. I mean, if it only happens for a couple of seconds and you stop it, nothing happens unless you're monetized. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not monetized, obviously. So.
Yeah, well, what happens if you leave it on there? You get these guys will all flag you and.
What if nobody flags you though, and you just remove it, then you upload it? You don't get in trouble.
I had a couple of them at one time that I didn't bother to do anything with. And they were on there for months until finally people started giving me a hard time
There's
about
still one
them.
on my channel if everybody is interested. Well, you can go to free Pornhub, so you don't need to.
Well, Brian supports pornography and all this stuff. I said, oh shit, I take them out.
Brian,
why do people?
You gotta realize, Brian. You gotta realize you can't avoid those fucking traps. Everything that come out of your mouth because you're under such scrutiny can and will be used against you.
Oh, yeah.
So. It's gonna be difficult to keep your foot out your mouth.
It happens to the best of us. I was on Billy Norwood's at 9 a.m. I was getting ready for work, and all of a sudden, some freaking weirdo came on under my name. Here I am on panel, but Billy was I don't know how many Four Locos deep. But anyways, he wasn't with it, and he's like, "It's you, Be Real." I said, "I'm on panel, Billy. What the hell are you talking about?" It was a porn bomb with my name. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here, man. I'm not dealing with this shit. Then it went on. Some people in a later chat said to me, "Hey, was that you?" I said, "You know what? Are you serious? Get a grip on yourself." I mean, people that whatever. I think it's hilarious.
Hey, it's Hillbilly Santa. What's up, Hillbilly? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Brian? How you doing tonight?
Oh
You know
God,
you still Hillbilly Santa, right?
kill Billy Santa. I mean Hillbilly.
KW.
Where'd y'all come up with that name at? Just because I dressed in a Santa Claus suit one night?
Can you
It's
say
on
Shelly
there.
for me? You say
It's on there
Shelly.
now, still.
It's Shelly.
Yeah, it's right there on your name, Billy.
I love the accent. Say Shelly.
Record. Yeah, record. All right. How y'all doing?
Say
What's
Shelly.
going on, K-Dog?
Hey, Brian, I sure appreciate you giving Bird a chance and a
That was
second chance.
pretty cool, right?
Yo, cool. Ain't nobody said a fucking word to you right now. You
I say
understand that?
that was pretty cool what Brian did.
Yes, it was. But I was not saying not one fucking word.
How long did it take you to form your hat with the heat
You
with the way it
understand
is?
that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
That's
the last
what
part.
you said
Okay.
today, Joe Cool, you're a racist. Right now,
You're joking, I hope.
no, I promise you. Go back on a video earlier this afternoon. Right now, I'm talking to Brian.
Are
Brian,
you
I really
serious though?
appreciate
I'm
you.
sorry. Can I just clarify? Is this serious
What
or
the
are we
fuck
joking?
did I just do?
He said he don't like no white people.
Oh my God.
You want to go? You want to go back on that panel?
Okay,
I
I
need
think
you.
I'm out of here.
Yes, I need you to do it right now. I
I'm
say you're
leaving you
wrong.
guys. I'm gonna go and
I
chat.
got
Okay,
other
talk to
people.
you later.
I come in here.
Okay.
I just want to
No,
tell Brian.
you ain't gotta go
I
nowhere.
appreciate it.
We do this all the time. Be real. You ain't gotta go
Hey,
nowhere.
it's all right. Be real. It's all good.
But no,
Hi,
but since he's
KW.
gone, go ahead, get the panel. Tell me where it went
No,
and
no,
what
it's
we
all right. I
talking
just
about.
come in here to tell Brian I appreciate you.
No,
Thank you.
apparently you came here to call me a racist and shit.
I ain't got you are. That's what you said earlier. You don't like no white motherfucker.
When?
That's
On
what
whose
you said
panel?
earlier.
On whose panel?
I don't remember if it, I don't remember right offhand, but you said it earlier today. I'm gonna say on Pinners.
Who? Penders? I wasn't on Penders, Steve, today.
Or was it? It was somewhere today. You said it. I heard you say it. But it's okay, Joe. I ain't
And
worried
it's
about it.
not okay. I ain't gonna need you to back that up. I'm assuming it was a white person's room. What did white people say when I said that? What did the white people say?
Read the chat. Read the chat. Everybody in there been calling you a racist the last 35, 45 minutes.
Well, then someone put that shit out and they
Anyway,
believed
Brian,
this dumbass shit like
I
you
want to
just
thank you
did.
for listening to goddamn Joe. Brian, I really appreciate you listening to Bird. Bird's a man of his word, I promise you. That's all I want to do is jump in
Oh,
here and say,
wait, hold the fuck up.
I
You
don't think
lousy
Joe Cruz
fuck.
should have jumped in on
Oh,
y'all's
you
conversation.
lousy fuck.
You and Bird was having a great conversation. And,
Yes,
you
you lousy fuck.
It's all good. Yeah,
You
go
a
ahead, Joe.
piece
Go
of
ahead.
shit. You are a
I'm not
lousy
racist
piece of
at
shit.
all,
You know why?
Thank you, KW.
You know
Thank you.
why? Hold on, Brian. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
racist at all.
Because
I'm
you
not
know the
racist at all.
context. You know the context. You know I wasn't saying all white people are shit. You knew what we were doing, apparently.
That's pretty much what
You
it
know
sounded like
you
to
still
both of us,
spread that.
Joe.
Huh?
That's pretty much what it sounded like to a lot of us.
No, only motherfuckers that want to hurt a nigga, that want to do dumb shit. But any motherfucker who saw the whole thing, do I have to explain it or you're gonna explain it? You really think I was saying some racist shit and saying I hate all white people?
Yeah, I kind of do because a lot of us white
The lot.
motherfuckers ain't out to hurt none of
You
y'all
know
black
what? All right, I'll say how it
guys.
went so everybody else knows the
Yeah, I
context. I
will.
think it was in Paulie's. Yeah,
It was
Paulie's.
on Paulie. Thank you.
Yes. And Paulie said, do me a favor, Joe. Say I hate all white people. I said, I hate all white people. He was like, say it like this or something. I was like, sure, not a problem.
Yeah,
All
he
white
wants a
people
video
are
of you saying
demons.
that.
Trust me, Paulie, they're demons. It's obvious I was having fun. What kind of twisted fuck would go around and portray it like I was being evil?
KW. I'm back because you know why,
sounded.
KW. I
the
like
way it
you
sounded.
and other panels, but I think let's be honest. And
No, that's the way it
I drink
sounded.
too, but when you
No,
get
you're not that
drinking,
dumb, K-Dub. You're that evil, though. You're not that dumb, but you're that vicious. You hate me. You do
I'm
some
not
shit
that
like
dumb,
that.
oh, liquid courage, man.
Liquid courage, baby.
Liquid courage, really.
You thought you had something. You couldn't wait to jump up here and do that evil shit because you saw the
No,
tape.
I come in here to tell Brian, but I did come in here. I can't believe you would let somebody video you saying all that.
Oh, fuck that. I don't got to live my life by what you believe.
Okay,
I'm
a
having
white
fun with my
man.
friends, nigga.
Okay,
I ain't got to
okay.
look good for you. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you, nigga.
No, you don't talk over me. So go ahead and continue on talking. I'll get to
Guess
it when
what?
you get ready.
There's millions of racists in the world. Why do you need to go on a panel and say that to Joe? Why don't you just confront him like a man to man? Okay, because it doesn't matter what you have to say.
I'm
You
coming
have
here
your
to talk to
opinion.
Brian, but
You have
Joe
your
was in here,
opinion.
so
And
So
guess
you
what?
couldn't resist jumping on me, huh? Get
I
the
mean, come
fuck
on now.
out of here.
Is
You
it
know
Joe,
what?
irrelevant?
You have
No,
more of
somebody's gonna
those
make it
can't
relevant.
resist
Okay,
moments.
hold up.
you're
Every
not
time
gonna
we
let me
talk,
talk.
I'm sorry, go
Me
ahead,
as
bro.
a
Hold up, you
white
guys.
man, Joe.
Hold up.
If somebody asks me, if somebody asks my white motherfucking ass to say, hey, and I'm not even gonna go through with all the sentence because somebody is spinning around
Right.
on
You live your life
YouTube.
by other people.
I
I'm
would have
good.
never fucking
I
said
know
that.
niggas
I
is
would have
evil
never
like
said
you and
that.
they're gonna
Joe,
spin it.
Joe,
I know it's
let him,
evil
Oh,
niggas
he's not a
like
man.
you
He's
out
not
there
even
that's
third
gonna
party,
spin shit,
dude.
K-Dub.
be
You
real.
think I'm
Let's
gonna
let
live
him
my life
finish
by
his.
your fucking standards so
Hold
you
Yeah,
don't
on.
do
he
some
said,
evil
he
shit
Joe,
said,
that
she
can be
said
used
bullshit.
against you?
Joe,
Some evil motherfuckers gonna use.
Joe, you know me. I don't want to call. I don't want to quiet you down. Let
Sorry.
him finish his thought. Let him finish his thought. Go ahead. Go ahead, KW.
His thought is he's a racist. That's his.
Just let him
thought.
finish his thought. Then you can
Let
reply.
him finish. Go
Let me
ahead.
tell
Go
you
ahead,
what.
K-Dub.
Anybody on any panel that I go on could not have gotten me to say anything against any black person, like Joe said against a white person, just to make a soundtrack or whatever they was trying to do. I would never do
Okay,
that.
show the evidence of that, please.
No, that's exactly what he did.
I've not
That's
never.
exactly what he
You
did.
see it
We
today.
were
Go
joking,
back and
having fun.
play.
He said, "I'm gonna make a final
Go back
Joking is
and
the
soundtrack."
play.
key.
But anyway, look, I didn't come to stay long, Brian,
KW,
but I'm gonna
stop,
tell
please.
you.
Joking is the key word
Where
here.
did she get involved in this? I mean, I
Because
really
I'm
Why
didn't.
do you
defending
hate
him.
what she has to say?
Joking is
Okay,
the
let her
key
go
word, as
ahead
I heard
You
Joe
knew it
say.
was joking, didn't you? What kind of
and say.
twisted fuck would go spread a rumor?
Evidently, it ain't a rumor because it's all over YouTube right now.
And right, you know, I was there. I was having
I
fun
was
with my
there. Here's
friends,
a
and you
bunch
know
of us
what?
there.
I do
Here's a
racist
bunch
joke
of
with
us there.
Jeff now. Some twisted fucking take it out of context, right? Just
Exactly.
say what up, my nigga to me. Some twisted fuck could take it out of context. So he should stop saying that because there's twisted fucks out there. You do you. I don't keep having fun with my friend.
I am.
You
I
be
just
the
jumped in here
motherfuckers
and
trying to
you was
bring
in here
somebody
and
down.
I
Hey,
just thought
W,
I'd bring
what
that up.
gives you the right to go on any
Brian,
panel?
anyway,
I've
I
never
want
done
to
it.
say
Okay.
KW,
thanks
stop.
for listening.
Okay, hold on. Let him
God
finish up.
damn, I can't even talk.
Go
Shit.
ahead,
He's
KW. Let
obviously
him finish up.
intoxicated.
Let him finish up, please.
You sound intoxicated. God dang, man.
Go ahead,
God almighty.
KW. Finish your
Because you
thought.
do this often. I see a pattern, but whatever.
Be real. Let him finish his
See a
thought.
pattern with your mouth, too.
Okay, KW. Finish your
Righteous
thought.
pattern, bitch.
All
Okay.
I wanted to do was tell you, Brian, I appreciate
That's
you
not
listening.
nice.
You do the same fucking pattern over and over. You jump up. I didn't want to take up your time. I'm sorry. And
Joe.
you throw jabs. Stop it.
I didn't say that.
Joe.
I said that. That's
Let
all
this
you
man
do.
Yeah,
finish
Hey,
his
exactly.
thought,
Jeff,
please.
I'm
You
sorry,
said
Jeff.
that,
I didn't mean
Joe.
to hop up here and
Exactly.
start no shit. I was just trying to get
Panavore.
that innocent.
Hold on, God. I hate freaking quieting people, but just let this man
Brian, I'm gonna
finish his
jump
thought.
down, man.
No,
I
finish
thought
your
me and
thought,
you
please.
could talk. I thought you know, hey, I appreciate you talking to Bird and everything, and I hope everything works out. And
Do
the
you
rest is
appreciate?
all the rest is all on video. Joe
Bye
Cook.
bye.
Bye bye.
See, he's
All right.
talking to me.
Hey, Brian, anyway,
Thanks,
wait a minute.
KW.
Yeah,
Brian,
I
she-
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you
Yeah,
appreciate what I did with Brian and Bird, K-Dub, or you be evil? Gonna be
no,
an
I
evil
think
prick
you
today?
should have stayed the fuck out of it and let
You
them two
think I would have
handle it
stayed? You
between
You
think
came
this
up
themselves.
shit
here and
would have
told
happened?
Do what?
I say that you think this shit would have happened had I not presented that opportunity here and now?
So
You
you
wish I'd have
presented.
stayed out of it?
So you presented Bird coming up here and negotiating with Brian You
Yeah,
arranged
I did all that before Bird even got here. Yes.
I mentioned it to Joe, you know, and Joe got Bird to come over. That's
That's
what
great.
how
Hey,
Joe.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
If that happened, that's great. I just wanted to come up and tell you anyway, Brian.
And call
But
Joe a racist. Okay, goodbye.
Joe said he's a racist. It's on video.
Well,
Must
go
have
ahead
happened.
and make a video of the video,
Hey,
and
hey,
we'll
you
see
know,
it. Okay, blah.
I also said I fucked Jeff. I said I fucked Jeff. It's on
That's exactly
video.
what you
Yo,
said too. You said
dumbass
that
out of
2
here. You're
hours
being
ago.
evil.
He was joking,
How am I being
KW.
evil?
He knows that, but he's still having fun,
Then
slandering,
go
painting a
prove your point and
narrative.
make a video of the video and
I don't
spread
have to
it.
make a video. It's out
Then
there.
why are you here?
I come up
To
here
slander
to
that
Brian.
nigga. He
It's a
hate
good deal.
me.
And then think about it. I don't hate you, Joe. I had a
Why
problem.
do
Oh,
we? Why
okay.
are you here? It's between you
After
and
what
why
you
do we
said
care to hear this
today,
shit?
After what
Okay, well
you
let's
said today
let's
really
be
made me
honest then,
think.
K-Dub. Let's be honest. You came at me with a video of me having fun with my friends, and you say
Yeah.
it must be sincere because it's on
Hey,
Oh, the
video.
Trish, you
agenda.
and
He has
How
an
the
about
agenda with you.
racist
since
stuff,
video
Joe.
is so sincere, how about the time when you said that the cats like me are the problem with society? The guys with the baggy pants are the problem
I
of
never said nothing
America.
about
How
baggy
about
pants.
that? Huh?
Hi,
I never said nothing
907.
about baggy pants.
I
No,
think
I'm
you're
talking about
prejudiced.
truth. I'm talking about truth. You're talking about some niggas having fun.
No,
You
I
said
think you
that
got.
shit, bro.
I think you got recorded today, Joe.
No, we're not talking about today. I'm talking about in
Go
Jeff's
back
room
about. Go
when
back
you
and
got
read the
drunk
backslash later.
Oh
and
my
you
God.
said that shit. I say how you really feel. You say, damn right, you had a problem with society, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
yeah,
You
turn it
forgot.
down. You know.
You forgot.
Exactly.
All right.
No,
You
I
should be
haven't
the fuck
forgot.
nice. You should be the fuck nice. Niggas really
Brian,
know
Brian,
you're a
can I say
racist for
something,
real
No, I
Brian?
right
just
now.
didn't leave you alone.
Okay,
Now
guys.
niggas know you a racist for real, K-Dub.
All right, guys,
You
hold
think
on.
so?
Let be
They
real.
know it now. It's on video.
Be
You
real.
think
Correct.
so?
Hold on,
It
guys.
is.
Why do you
Replay
hang
it.
on
Back the
every
tape up.
single
Guys,
word?
Brian, look,
Be
I
the
didn't come
fuck
here to stir up your
nice.
channel. I just wanted to tell you thank you. And I
This is what he
the man
does,
Well, listen, yeah,
Brian.
here we go.
Hey,
It's
I
not,
ain't gotta
I
go
don't think it's
nowhere,
him. It's
Joe.
just a
I didn't come
recording. He
here to
plays
mess
the
up Brian's
recording.
channel.
But listen, you know what? Don't come up here and start shit, then say, okay, now everybody, blah, blah, blah. No, listen. This is what I noticed on YouTube. Lulu, what do you think about this, Lulu, from a woman's perspective? Do you
Lulu's
see,
cool.
not just from
Lulu's
a woman's,
cool.
I'm going to say a woman's perspective.
Nobody's letting me talk, so I really can't
No,
say
people
much.
hang on every single damn word, and that's what you're doing, KW. And because he's black, you're calling him it's like it's like the tip of your tongue. Because you know why? Because maybe you're prejudiced or you're a racist.
It's obvious. I told you,
Okay.
K-Dub. What did I say 2 minutes ago? You started
Everybody
this,
stop.
bro.
Everybody
You started this. It's obvious
He
now.
started it. He's
Guys,
the one.
stop.
The people
I'm
that
not
point out that shit are the
I'm not
racist or the
racist.
prejudiced fuckers.
Yeah.
I keep saying stop, and everybody ignores me. All right.
Don't drop me.
I'm not dropping you. You guys
Oh, okay.
have to give Lulu a chance to speak. Nobody's given Lulu even a chance to speak hardly since she's got up here. Lulu, what do you have to say? And then you guys can start back to your screaming and hollering again. Lulu, what you got?
Please, guys, let me speak. I haven't gotten a chance to speak, and I don't want to scream. I'm trying so hard not to scream. All I want to say is you can't judge. Let's just look at the video that KW is speaking about, and then you can go and quote on it. Other than that, we really cannot judge what he is saying. That's all I have to say.
I agree. You know, KW brought something up, and you know, I think it's up to individuals to go look and look for themselves. I mean, I'm not going
I
to go take.
think by now my reputation is solid. If you don't know me by now, nigga, you know, listen, I was in Paulie's room. You think those niggas sat quiet? I sat up there and said, white people are evil. They thought I meant that they sat quiet. In Paulie's room, Kate on the fucking panel, you think they wouldn't challenge me? Are they dumber than you?
I
It
mean,
got past them, but KW dumbass picked it up.
you got to
The fuck
admit,
out of here.
there's nothing that
K-Dub.
Holly
I'm
would
sorry.
have loved any more than to get Joe Cool saying, "I hate all white people." I mean, that is nothing he would have loved, because you know that's a soundtrack now.
So
And every
you
time
know
Joe
we're
Cool come
having
back
fun. We're
on,
being dicks. It's
he's
obvious.
going to play that. Now, do I think, I think that was a smart move for Joe. I think Joe got tricked into a trap, and I hope it doesn't come back.
No. I expect these niggas to use it, and I expect when I see
know.
it to say how they used it was done well. Because
know,
I
but-
did that in their company. I must trust them niggas. They can't just burn me and use it ill.
I
So
know,
I
Joe.
see, you know.
But it's not what they do. It's what the guy.
Yes, and I'm not concerned about niggas like K-Dub. Long as my guys should know.
I know, but it's what the
My
next
guy,
guy
my
does.
guy.
They mix it up and
Me as a white man, Joe,
to use
would have
it.
never done that to a black man like you.
I know, because you have racist hangups and shit. I don't.
That's what me and you are different.
I know. I
would've
got
never
roasted.
said
You
that.
know what was said? Tons of racist shit on my roast. Niggas do that
It's
shit to
still
me every
gonna
day.
coming on
We
Friday.
laugh.
I'm
I'm
reading it
sorry.
right now.
We laugh it off. We do really hardcore. I'm fucking you tonight ass jokes. That's what we do. That's the type of guy I am. I know.
You know
I
what?
can't
I
do
don't
that
joke
because.
around like that. I think a racist does
Do
that,
you?
Joe.
Do you?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Say you
sir.
don't
do.
understand me though. Let me ask you.
You
Obviously, K-Dub. Do you think
Get
I'm a racist?
Yeah, after today, I really, really do.
All right. But yesterday you
really
didn't think
do.
so?
Wait a minute.
You didn't
wait,
think
I'm
so
not finished. Wait a
yesterday?
minute. Before today, I really didn't think so. But after today, I'm going to say you proved yourself today to me.
All right.
Now, if you can unprove yourself.
No, I'm not willing to unprove myself. I'm not willing to do that.
Because you pretty well done proved yourself.
I'm not willing to unprove myself. I got nothing to fucking unprove, to you especially.
True.
But the same cat that move around with all these white folks, he ain't proved himself yet.
Oh, that's yeah. I mean, I understand. I mean, you go on every white pound you can. I understand
And don't you think if I was a racist by now, it would show? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't show today. It doesn't come.
Why did it take so fucking long? Are you slow?
No, it's been coming up.
Ah, so you thought it before. You thought it before today. The truth comes out. Yeah, you thought it before today, bro. You thought it before.
Okay, Joe. Let him
Y'all
finish
say
up.
I'm prejudiced, right? Y'all say
You
I'm
thought it
prejudiced.
before today. Please answer that question. You thought it before today. I finally got his ass, Brian. You thought it before today.
Nothing, brother. You ain't got me on nothing.
Let him finish up what he's got to say. Go ahead.
Let him ask my question.
Well, maybe if you let him finish up, he'll answer it.
He's talking about something else.
Let him finish his thought, and then you can bring him to your thought. Finish your thought, KW, please.
Me as a white guy, Joe, nobody. A white man, a black man, a Spanish guy, a Cuban, anybody would have never tricked me into saying what you said today on the panel.
The same shit.
Because I have. Oh, I'm just repeating myself. No, I'm not. It's recorded.
No, you keep saying that. You keep saying the same thing. Now, Brian, you just let him divert. Please let me talk to this guy.
Saying, I would have never done that to anybody.
KW.
But yet you're going to try to call me a racist.
So okay, you said let's not change
it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. But you going to call me a racist after what you done today on the panel?
He's changing the subject, Brian. I had him.
Let him say his thought now.
Okay.
Let him figure it out. Okay, go ahead, Joe.
K-Dub, you said it's been leaking out. It's been showing, which means before today, you already assumed I was racist, didn't you?
Not 100%. No.
That means yes. Thank you. That was a
it
lie.
does not
That
mean
today had anything to do with it. You thought I was a racist yesterday too. Fuck out of here with your
No,
insincere ass.
no. I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt for months, Joe. But
Yeah, I
today
know,
you
I know.
proved
It
it,
was
buddy.
just that fucking tape. Oh my God, Joe, you fucked up so bad. Sell it somewhere else, man.
I think it done sold itself, Joe.
I
Brian,
don't
I
think.
appreciate you talking to Bird today, and I really hope you give him a chance and everything. I appreciate you doing that. Uh, I don't know, man. Brian, hey, I don't know what to say, but you make your own decision up on that one. That's between you and Bird. I wish Joe Cool wouldn't have got in the middle of it and just let y'all two settle it, but y'all had talked about it before. I didn't know that. I apologize for that. So I'm just going to let it go as that, okay?
Okay,
I don't think
Kevin.
Joe is
Thanks for coming up.
racist at all. Just saying.
Thanks for coming up,
I
KW.
understand. All right, y'all have a
You
great
know,
night.
you know you're
You
always
too.
welcome here.
That was fun.
I had fun with the corn of log or whatever his name is. I
You
said,
know,
who wants to talk to a corn of log? I take a daily freaking log of corn shit every day. Like,
you
That's
two are hard. You two are hard to slow
no,
down.
that
when
person
the two
got
of
to
you
talk to me.
get
I said, if you're
going.
not, now listen, if someone wants to
Good
give me
Lord.
shit, listen, I have no problem. I love it. Come on, panel, you corn
Me and
log.
K-Dub argue like that all
Yeah,
the
you know,
time.
and
When
I,
Who
he's
names
sober,
themselves
when
corn
he's
log and
sober,
gives people shit?
never. When he's drunk, all the time.
Oh,
And here's the
he's
funny
been kind
part.
of nasty lately.
Here's the
you know,
funny part. I mean,
and I
it,
apologize for,
when he
and I
does it,
apologize for muting your mics and dropping you down.
no,
That's okay.
I
I
don't have a
At
understand.
problem
some
with
point in
that. But
time,
I
I just had
do
to get
think
control.
I didn't have a problem with the muting. But I do think that you let him get his shit out you know, a bit more. You only
It's okay.
decided
It's
that
okay, Joe. He made more of an ass of himself. So
It's okay.
I would
Listen,
agree. I would
um,
agree.
we
I
gotta
think
remember
that
that.
was
We gotta remember, Joe. I'm sorry to cut you off. That it is
no.
Brian's panel. You know.
Well, I think
Oh
if you
no, I
rewind,
disagree.
the tape,
It is
Joe,
obviously his fucking panel, but that
Joe,
don't change it if he's giving one nigga an advantage
Joe,
or playing
right.
favorites and
I'm
shit.
telling you, Joe, if you
No, I didn't say
rewind
that.
this,
I'm just saying it's
you're
his
going to
panel
see,
and he runs it.
Joe, if you rewind the tape, you're going to see that you were saying a lot more different stuff. He was repeating a lot of the same stuff. All right.
I
So
would agree.
So if you go back and rewind it, you're going to find that you got more, in on it. But he probably
You're right. I got more in. I thought it's all right. Maybe that makes your interjections fair. I'm like, all your interjections are when I'm kicking his ass.
But it was necessary, Brian, because from what I understand, it was a joke. And from what I understand, KW took it differently, and he could have emailed Joe or handled it differently, but yet he brings it to your panel, which is totally off topic.
I know, but the problem is everybody does that.
No,
Look
I
at
understand.
this,
I mean, I understand.
every time they've got a gripe against someone, that's what they do. They go
It's
to
not a
find.
grudge. No, you don't get it. It's not a grudge.
Let him finish.
No, I said a gripe. If they've got a gripe against somebody, that they'll go and they'll wait until they hear something that individual says, and they will take that just like they've done to me. And you guys, so many of you fall for it. They'll take what I said, change the narrative of it, and play
He
the
should have brought the
narrative way
video
they
along with him. Otherwise,
But
he
see,
can pound
If he
sand.
was sincere, he wasn't sincere. He just wanted to, do that. Try to do
That's an
smart.
old trick. That's an old trick. It's not that you need to prove it right. You just need to put the suggestion in enough brains.
Right, but I don't get it though.
That's all. And especially if they're like K-Dub and already thought, that he might be racist, which a lot of people apparently do. That this is their day. Yes, I knew it. See, it's a blah blah blah, and try to spin that narrative to me. I'm not.
He did the same thing on Drama Dome with related to young girls, and it got all twisted and it spun out. It spun out of control, and it went on like freaking all night long, like almost a 12-hour thing. Everybody having panel after panel, like discussing it. It got crazy.
look what they've done to me. All right, the whole thing about this 12-year-old boy. Josh was talking.
Let's not go there. We're not talking about that, though, Brian.
Hold on. No,
Maybe you explained that shit earlier today. I said you explained it once too many then. Now you're about to read. I thought it was a mistake the first time you said it today.
I know.
We're talking about KW, Brian. I mean, I don't really want to. I mean, you want to talk about it, that's your thing. It's your show.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Everybody brings that up. Oh, Brian is this, Brian is that. But the truth is, I never talked to this kid. I said to the kid's father, I'll take him out. And if the father wants to bring the son, that's up to him. It's up to him to decide whether it's safe or not.
Okay, well, you want to talk about it?
But everybody twisted the narrative to sound the way they wanted it to sound.
Well, it was Josh. Josh Abrams had him on panel.
Let me talk, okay?
Sorry.
I was there that night. Brian left, and Josh was talking with the boy for the most part.
Correct.
But when they got it over to the other side, they left that part out. They didn't lie, but they omitted that part, and that's what KW might be doing with Joe's case.
Yes.
Whoa! Let me finish. Leave out the predecessor that causes him. If he wanted to say it, he say. If he knows, they're just gonna twist this. Joe, no, he's a big boy. He's been around.
Thank you. I'm okay with it.
Whoa.
He's OG. He knows what's going on. He knows.
Who's talking? KY's talking. You totally blended three different things together.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but it's not. It's not
that if he says.
I understood him, and I agree with him.
But most people wouldn't. That's very ambiguous. But
I got you.
Some people are going to twist, no matter who you are. Some people are going to twist what you say and leave out the part right before it that pertinent why you said it. And
correct.
That's probably what's going on.
And the last part was Joe's a big boy. He knows what's going on.
Exactly.
Meaning I'm very well aware when I'm saying crazy shit
You're
about
an intelligent
fucking
man.
dudes
You're no
and
dummy.
racist shit. I probably do it to you, right?
Right, but when you talk about different, you brought up the whole 12-year-old thing. Then you brought up how they mentioned it was something about Brian. Then you brought up Josh. Then you like went over to Joe and KW.
Oh, he was just all that was so he could say how people would spin shit.
Exactly.
He was saying this is what really happened.
Shit. Like what the hell?
He was saying this is what really happened here, and people will use it and spin it in this way, and
however they want.
He broke it down. They'll cut off the first half. They'll take the second half.
And say, look at what he did. Look at what he did. Oh,
right. But when you're bringing up things during this point in time, it can be how can I say it? It can be taken the wrong way. So I would just say, oh, people twist things and twist the narrative a lot of times, and be
but
generic.
Some people don't understand. Newer people here who weren't here back then don't know what they did. I was breaking it down so they understand what happened. We've got some people.
It was not understandable. It was very ambiguous, and it seemed suspect in my mind. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're wrong.
You're bringing up all different.
Everyone else here knows what was pretty much what happened, and.
Well, but guess what? I'm trying to say I'm not the only one. I don't care who's saying what shit is said in the chat.
This guy right here is the kid's father.
There you go. That's his father.
Wait. First of all,
how do I know that?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was gonna just let you say that and keep it going, but don't fucking co-sign some shit like damning his ideas on the screen. That could be Bob in the back room. That's not what I think, but since KY want to be like, there's evidence. I'm not Columbo, and I know that's not fucking evidence of something.
No,
but if you can watch the video where Josh is talking to the boy,
which I'm not gonna do.
No, but I'm just saying, if you did,
I did.
You'll see him talking in that video as well, and he's been on the panel a number of times and dispelled all that and said, "Hey, that never happened."
Okay, be real. Since you watched that, did you ever see me speak to the boy?
I'm sorry.
Did you see me speak
He's
to the
still
boy?
gonna beat this fucking horse.
No,
You
she
are
said she.
feeding the beast, Brian.
No,
Right
you
now,
don't.
Oh, I guess.
you're
You
feeding the
don't.
beast. All that shit you were talking about, you're doing it right now.
And Brian,
Okay.
even if you did speak to the boy, that doesn't mean you were trying to come on to him. What the fuck is the
Agreed.
problem?
No,
Ain't
no.
nobody
What
saying
I'm
Josh
saying
His
is
did. You're
that
dad was
angry
this
there.
right
is
now.
how people lie. This is how they create these narratives. Well, let's just drop it and get rid of it. Let's be
Right.
done with
And
it.
then you know how to mishandle it? When they create the narrative, that's to put you on your heels and make you defensive.
Right.
And
It's not
that's what
how
you
they
do.
lie. It's people will lie regardless. So, you can't try to say, oh, they said it because of this or that. Then it makes you look funky, like kind of
And the
freaky.
more defensive you look, the weaker you look. Every
Right.
time you open your mouth about it, you look like a weakling, and they're gonna hit you with it again.
You
It's
know
the
what a good,
same way game you play with them. How come you can't see it?
you know what he
Yeah,
needs, Joe? He needs 60
Wait,
days. That show, where they go to 60
60
days to
days
prison
in.
or to jail.
60 days in.
But I need
You
60.
learn.
I need 60 days in the Philippines. That's what I need.
Oh
60
no,
days
no,
in.
no, no! You need 60 days hardcore, maybe prison, and
Oh no.
then you'll get what we're talking about.
Oh no, 60 days in the Philippines in my house where I can just sit down with
That's too easy,
couple of
Brian.
drinks and
Actually, you should. I would suggest you do that in F YouTube.
I can sit upstairs and watch the whole city from my upstairs balcony.
I want to go visit Chica Suarez.
Chicasaurus.
You know Chi, right, Joe?
Oh Lord, I'm reading word up in chat. Whoever that motherfucker is, he hate me.
I don't think it's the real word.
It is not word him up. It's obviously fucking Mike Taylor wanna be motherfucker.
Just be
Just
real,
like
Dave
corn
Joe.
log. Corn log. What kind of a name? It's got to be GD, man. Corn log is a.
Justin Peace says, Joe, cool, would you just ignore if those allegations were made against you? I would not ignore it. I would have did what he did. They say, let your answer be yay or nay. Let your answer be yes or no. And he's answered it. And the meaning of that is don't add on. Just let your answer be yes or no. Every time he keeps doing that, that's where the mistake comes in. I'm sure he's done a good job explaining it by now. Now he looks weak.
Word Up says, "Is Be Real dating Joe cool?"
I saw that.
Guess what?
I've never
I
seen
love.
a white
I
woman.
don't. I'm sorry, Joe. No offense, but I think I love Sugar more. But anyway, I have.
I've never seen a white woman back a brother like that or some shit.
I think I like his girl more than I like him. And I mean, I like both, but she's pretty hot. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, screw you there, Mr. Word Up. He's more like,
yes.
Yeah. It's funny.
I like that name. Word Up.
Word up. You know,
And then you got corn on the log. Corn log is like who doesn't have corn in their shit? I guess it's like
that's
a jelly
y'all
piece
got
of
that
shit.
corn log. It was
Okay,
someone in chat by that handle.
That's GD. GD always says
I'm just
be
gonna tell
fake.
you that Bitcoin is on a little bit of a drop. So if it gets another couple thousand below, I'll ditch this panel and I gotta go buy some. So if all of a sudden I run, it's because Bitcoin has dropped a couple more thousand.
You do
What does this mean?
too,
Be fake takes over a panel on out. What does that mean? I don't get it.
Be fake.
GD, you're getting really tired. I should have upped your meds.
Well,
for night.
you know,
That's my. I almost said my husband. That's my father. So go to bed, GD. Now, come on now.
some people are going to say, "Why did Brian let them fight like that? Why did they let them take Brian's panel over?" That what I do in a situation like that is, if I stop you, then every panel you guys see after, if they stop you, you're going to do the same damn thing. If the person is able to friggin' vent with each other and get it done and over with, besides it gives me some views, and if there's some drama that I'm not involved in, hey, go for it. I don't give
Guess
a
what
shit.
though, Brian? When I've had panels, I have never heard that in my chats. You know why? Because it's called open panel chat. There's just idiots in chat trying to cause controversy, which I kind of enjoy the little, controversy. It's kind of funny.
I enjoy the chat most of the time. If I have like more than 5 or 6 people on, I don't even bother looking.
You're not being too vicious at all.
Or if I'm talking about a topic that I don't want to be influenced on, like the beginning of the show and stuff, I won't look at the chat, because sometimes people say something and it kind of turns you into a direction that you don't want to go in.
I've heard people say that.
Well, Joe, I don't write down anything. I have no notes. I have everything that I want to talk about. I talk about, from whatever's on my mind.
Pre-planned.
Yeah, but if I pre-plan an attack, I'll play it out in my mind. So I go, from the beginning. But I don't pre-plan a show. That's why all my shows are open panel. Come in, you guys figure out what the topic is for the day. If I set the topic,
well, from this day forward, right?
Brian, I would counsel you in the other direction. If you're this good without planning, you would be twice as good if you plan. You'd be
Joe,
like, fuck.
Joe.
Yeah.
But it's nice because the problem is I want my guests to steer the conversation into a direction
you
that
can
they
allow
want
that and still plan. You put that in your plan.
Right.
And then you'll have a video.
Scheduled guests like Joe did.
You'll have a video to back that up. You'll have some questions to ask motherfuckers. You'll have whatever to fill the moment. That's what planning does. It doesn't take away from the show. It adds to it.
Not in a nefarious way, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it is. At some point I may have to start doing that. But right now, that's what I try to do. Is I try to have it be open. I try not to have something that seems to people that we're talking about just
that'll
a certain
be your
thing.
Can I give a suggestion, Brian?
Go ahead. I always take suggestions.
What about this? What about, I mean, it's not a lot of, female or women, female auditors or cop watchers, but what about at certain point in time and like down the road, you can do like maybe have M-Star, CFW, maybe Acura Amanda.
You must do that, and down the road might have been very good.
That would really make, if you can get through that and manage that, that would really send a message. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have female auditors. I don't care, whatever. We've started actually in the very beginning. I don't know if Joe remembers. That's what we started doing. Was we bring auditors in, talk to them about what's happening, talk to them about and then we play one of their videos. But usually we always had them come in, introduce themselves, tell a story about themselves, and then relate.
I would love to see your channel doing that shit, Brian.
See, that's what I started off doing. Was we'd talk for a half hour with the auditor or whoever, a support person to auditing, talk a half hour, then they would go and grab maybe it was the last video that they did, and they would come in and they would show us a teaser basically, and that would be like a 10 or 15 minutes, and then you would have to go to their video, to go to their channel to see the ending or to see really what happened.
Now
that's how Furry got here.
Your channel.
That's how Furry Potato started to be coming in here. Furry became interested in the channel. Furry started back again because Furry saw that's what we wanted to do. Then this shit all, got increased and so forth. And I mean, I talk to Furry, often, and she's always telling me, break away from this shit, and get back into what you were doing, interviewing people like me, showing my stuff. I got through any of her videos and some others too. So that's what I've been wanting to get back to, but I spent so much time fighting, so much time doing the bullshit.
Yeah, Joe,
I know when you started your shit and you started having the way you wanted with the videos, I bet you never thought you would let your channel digress into some drama thing where you're fighting a battle in public and trying to show the other person you're meaner than the last guy. You never meant your channel to be used that way.
It's embarrassing, I would think.
Well, exactly. But I let people.
Shameful.
I don't want to blame it on other people because I did it. I let them steer me down a road I didn't think that I was going. I allowed them to steer me down a road, and then one day I look up and here I am. So then all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
very good.
then all of a sudden I'm here. I have to defend whatever has happened between
Yes.
when we
on both
started to
sides,
now.
though. You know.
And
But Joe,
and
can
so,
I say something? Because or actually Brian too.
go ahead, go ahead.
I want to retract what I said earlier about having just a panel with like CFW, Acura, Amanda, let's say an M-Star. I want to retract that and say I think it's good to begin to integrate the women with the men. I feel bad. I not feel bad, but I really want to retract
I
that.
understand.
I think it should be blending them together. Like you brought CFW
My
in,
God.
and then
Southern
maybe
Belle is gorgeous.
Southern Belle. She's beautiful.
Hi, Southern Belle. How are you doing?
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing of it is what I would like to do is introduce other auditors. You know, the auditors that don't know each other, and you know, we have auditors here that we've gotten to know each other through panels.
Right.
That didn't know that they were other auditors so close to them.
But let's not divide them by their sexes. Let's just unite them
No,
together
no,
as being auditors,
yeah.
top watchers, right?
Yeah, I
So
don't
I
care.
retract what I said earlier.
Wait. I gotta tell you, I might be sad with Brian. I'm old fashioned. I want to separate them too.
Why?
Not
Why,
always.
Joe?
I want them to. I don't want to. But I see the importance of it now. Because if I just pick the CODIS auditors, there's only one woman that I would even consider that's in there, and I'd rather give them, you know, women their own thing right now. It's not a lot
But
of
you're
them,
being
Joe.
personal about it. I'm talking being like across the board neutral. You're being personal.
I would like it to get there, but right now maybe it is
Okay.
personal. Yeah, you know, it's like saying we should have one race, and men take off and win all the races. It would bother me. Right now in the auditing world, very
Hey,
few
word up,
women
take
are
care.
just kicking ass, but there's very few women. 5155 is a beast and good name.
So
She's coming in new and she's doing well. She's,
I still don't understand your point. Though.
Shit, I'm high. I just lost it when you asked me.
It's okay. Like the reason for the division you felt is for.
Oh yes. It's like a race. They athletes are running races or we're playing football. If you don't change the rules, men are gonna run away with it. And I feel that in auditing. So I don't mind putting 3 motherfucking women on the panel.
Oh, I love women on the panel.
But what about integrating them together? Is what I'm saying, because
they must be integrated together. But I
rather
can't
than
do the
than being like set separately, because then it draws attention, and there's a again.
Yes, when we did the A&N News Network shit, I don't know if Rogue had forgot or something, but I specifically said was CFW and we need some chicks. CFW be dope. I don't know if I mentioned Amanda then. At some point I did, and then when the shit was done, there was no chicks in the fucking thing.
Yeah, and word up, guess what?
It.
I would be the one in the yard running my mouth and bitch slapping them all. So therefore, I might be the boss, man. So don't get, don't underestimate me.
You'd be the bitch running the bitches.
We need more female auditors. Come out, be real. We need more female
What's
auditors.
going on, Lulu?
The other bitch is here. I just wanted to say good night.
Oh, good night.
All right.
What you cooking,
Everybody
Lulu?
have a great night.
You say what you cooking?
Yeah.
Make sure that you're sub to her because she's got some amazing.
I'm already sub to her.
Oh, good, because I'll tell you.
All right, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. You all have a great night.
Lulu.
I love you, girl.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, actually, it's nighttime. Well, actually, wait a minute. I thought it was. Oh, it's like early morning for them in Philippines, right?
She's in New York.
Yes.
I thought she was in the Philippines.
What's that now?
I thought she was Filipino for some reason.
Lulu was in the Philippines.
No. She's in New York.
But she is Filipino, though, right?
She's in New York.
No, she's Latina. She's Latina.
I don't know. Why did I think she was Filipino?
Well, probably because is Filipino.
His wife is Filipino, right?
Latino. That's I mean, I tell you, Latino women. Yikes.
That chump, it just sound hot as fuck, right?
Yeah, hot, and like, I mean,
My
I'm talking
girl,
all around, hot all around. Like,
Sugar speak that shit. I be trying to get her to speak that shit in my ear, bro. I be trying
360
to.
hot. I
That,
love it.
that's
Yeah.
a picture of my wife right there. So believe me, I know Filipinos have a little bit of a temper.
I said
So,
Latino,
no,
but Filipinos are beautiful
oh
too.
man, Filipinos. Yeah, I tell everybody, just remember that Lena Bobbitt was a Filipino woman. So always think about that.
I know
They're
why you go to
beautiful.
church, Brian. You're counting your blessings, brother.
No, right?
Come on
Well,
now.
well,
I mean, you know.
yeah. I mean, considering her family is worth twice him. Oh my God, I'm not even twice, probably 10 times more than me. So everybody says it's my mail order bride, my mail order bride. Hell, man, she could have bought me. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, you didn't see the that
No,
was
I
a
know. I
funny.
saw the house thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Bird did that house, I'm like, oh God, here we go.
It wasn't Bird. It was wherever it was. It doesn't matter. It's on the internet.
No,
So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful house. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that shit. And Brian, you know I didn't know that it was your house in advance and all that shit, right? And even if I
Yeah.
did, if I had sat there, it would have been for a reason. But I heard you mention that we must have had a meeting on it and all that. You know, in that old video, if you play it, I'm like, what is that, Mexico? When they on the balcony, I'm like, is that
Joe, Mexico.
I did not know.
The way you said it, Mexico. Oh, you're cute.
Look, I'm going to get cigars, Brian.
Oh, there you go. He's bailing. I'm bailing too.
Yeah, you did fucking well today, bro.
Hey, adios, guys.
Hey,
Good
Be
job,
real,
Brian.
you did well too.
Joe, sometimes you
Really?
have to send me your address sometimes. So I got a package I'll send you. It's a box of cigars from the Philippines.
Yeah, fuck yeah, fuck
Oh.
yeah. And be real, I wanted to say when you hopped up here, I was like, here comes trouble. I thought you were coming up here to tear shit up.
No, I did because because of
wait, let me say you added more than I ever could have imagined.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I know I talked a little bit
I'm
much,
glad.
according to the corn log. Okay, guys, good night.
I got to admit, when you came up, I got a little nervous. I thought, oh shit, is she gonna come here to attack, or is she coming here to try to sway the other?
No, I was coming here just to offer neutral, you know, like kind of like be the, I guess people will call it the fence rider. But no, I was just being neutral because it doesn't involve me actually. So, but it does offend me, some of the things that were done to people that I care and like. But I'm trying to be neutral as Joe was. But that's all, Brian. Okay,
Yeah.
KY Packer, you guys in chat. Have a good night.
You know,
I'll listen to it.
And I'm hoping this is more than just Bird. I'm hoping there's going to be more people that are going to feel like they can come to my panel and you know, we can mend sores, mend wounds, and
well, it takes time, Brian. So let's just, you know, I think by just kind of not having that expectation, like we said, and I think you and I guess you and Bird have to decide on the whole whatever strike thing. I don't even know what that's about. But if you're going to do that, but that shouldn't, in my opinion, I mean, you do what you want, but I thought that was separate from your original, you know, live.
That is nothing to do with what I'm.
Right, but it made it sound like it. I think that's a misconception.
No. What he's talking about is removing of the strikes. All right, me stopping, me not doing any attacking, me leaving people. That's nothing to do with the strikes. That's basically done and over with. I'm done with that. All right, I'm just working out now with Bird as to, you know, can you show me something? I'll show you something, and let's try to man up to this and move beyond it, because it's not helping the community. It's not helping what we're supposedly all here for.
But what's he talking about removing strikes then? I'm confused.
Well, he's saying, you know, he'll leave me alone, not bother me, and so forth, if I remove those strikes. And that's, you know, what he wants. He's saying if I remove those strikes, he'll do that.
So the
And
strikes on his channel are from you, and he cannot go. He can. His channel's like canceled or
gone.
whatever.
History. It's gone. History.
So if you can actually retract those and bring his channel, and his channel could be back active.
Yeah, I can withdraw my strike. Yeah.
And what if you don't mind me asking, was a strike just due to like him recording you, or?
Well, they're just copyright strikes, which means the
Oh,
only
then why don't
way
you just remove them? That's nothing.
the way you can do a copyright strike is if the person has used your material. I don't want to get it.
That gives you exposure, in my opinion.
Well, I don't want to get too much into that, and then
That's
very
between you and
good.
him.
But that's what it's about. Is that? So that's what we're trying to get past and so forth. I don't want to stop the man from his activism, and I don't want to stop him from
That
doing.
won't stop him.
Well, it doesn't stop him, but it puts a big dent in it because he's had years of work there, and
Yeah, bird is the word. I mean,
yeah.
can you reach out to him personally? You must. I'm sure that I thought you guys were friendly before. You must have his information.
Well, I mean, I was friendly with everybody. Then
Sorry?
all of a sudden, I was friendly with everybody.
Okay, so
And
you
then-
have his information, so you can take it
Yeah,
offline and deal with it that way.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people want to do it online so that they can.
But,
say
but wait,
what-
what do you? Wait, a lot of people. What do you want to do? I think it's
I was-
professional.
To me, it's professional to do it online, but I think people
Then
want to
do
start.
it.
I
Do
think
what
people
you
want-
feel is right
Well,
and appropriate.
I
Screw
think it's
everybody
right
else.
and appropriate to start it online so that the people see
So
that you're trying.
what?
That you're
You don't
trying
owe
to do
people
something.
shit.
Well, you don't owe people shit, but people want to know that you're trying to do something for the community. And when I'm doing this for the community, this is the only reason I'm doing this is for the community.
But Brian, we
and-
just talked about it. It has nothing to do with that strike stuff. Is totally separate. You
Oh,
want
I
to
know,
stop,
I
cease
know.
your fire,
No,
blah
we're
blah.
not. I'm not talking about the strike. I'm talking about
Right.
stopping this up. The
But I'm
strike's
talking about
part of it.
you and Bird.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, well, him and I have at least cracked the ice. We'll figure this out.
See where it goes.
We'll figure it out.
And like I said, it's going to take time, and others, Panda, Fixer, whoever else is continuing, if they really want to stop, they'll stop in time. And that's why he's being cautious, because others don't want to stop, apparently.
Right, but that doesn't mean
We know it's going to take time. That's all we're saying.
when you get bullied, what do they tell you? To ignore the bullies. It's the hardest damn thing. But the only way to combat it is to ignore and not be triggered, right?
Exactly.
And be in control of your own thoughts and your feelings.
Right.
People can't control that. But it's obvious that sometimes that happens to us in our lives.
Yep. I mean, in the best thing is if we could just turn time back and take it all back.
Isn't it called turning the what do they call it? What do they call it? Turning the other cheek, or what do they call that?
I don't know. No.
Yeah, turning the other cheek. Yeah.
No. That turn the other cheek means that I'm going to be passive and let you spot me, and the other side of my face, and that's not what I mean. I mean,
It means to just let it go, basically.
I
Like
could
turn
take-
the other cheek. Just let them. If they slap you, turn away and just walk away.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, I want people to see that we're making a difference here. I want people to see that this community is going to try to heal itself. So if Bird and I can make this, out in the open enough so that people can see that him and I
I'm
are
sorry,
in
you're
the-
setting yourself up for too much expectation, in my
Well,
opinion. And you know
I'm
what? They
not
will see in
really-
time, but your actions will prove your words in time. You don't need to show, like do it in that. I mean, in my opinion, you don't need to do that. Like,
I
I'm going
don't-
to do it this way.
What I mean, that if we can do it, and they can do it. I want people to see that yes, Bird and I did heal our
You'll
wounds
know.
and-
Trust me, everybody will know, Brian.
right, and then I want them to see and so forth, so that maybe they can start doing it. Because there are people arguing now and fighting now that I just never thought that there would be arguing fighting. This
I
is
guess
how
I'm
bad
clueless
it's
because I
been.
don't even know.
Yeah. Oh, I
I'm
just
just saying, you know what? Take the easiest path. Make things right for yourself and your family, and protect yourself and your family. And never mind this online and whatever crap and all the things that happened in the past that brings in your family and puts your family in jeopardy, and whatever. Just don't even go there. Don't even even entertain the thought that I'm sorry, going back to, please don't, I don't mean to expound on or say it, but the whole K thing, you know what? Who cares? Let that shit go. Just the whole thing. You need to let it go and it will go away, but it's going to take time. You know that.
I agree. Okay, everybody, it's running up toward 1:30, or actually
I'm sorry if I
beyond
yacked
1:30.
away. I'm sorry.
No, it was actually good having you here today.
Hope I was helpful. I know the corn log. I wasn't.
Well, I mean,
It's funny.
it's good to have you here. I've never had a chance to talk to you. You've never had a chance to hear where I'm coming from and so forth. So it was good even that you and I had a chance tonight to have some dialogue.
I'm just trying to be helpful and offer neutral advice, and hope that down the road things will get better for everybody, just.
Well, and part of the problem is that we have a lot of people making decisions and making decisions on people who they've never met, that they just heard from other people, and maybe people need to get out there and meet
Right,
these
but if you
people.
lose people in your circle over what you feel is right to do, then guess what? Then they weren't worth even having in your circle.
Well, if you lose people over doing the stuff that's right, then you didn't really lose much.
Do what's right for you and stand for your ethics and morals. And if people don't like it, then you walk. Then they just, it is what it is.
Yeah. Okay,
try to do what's right, though. Yeah, it's good for your family. Your daughter needs that, example.
Yeah,
it's important.
Okay, well, we're gonna shut it off. If anybody wants
Good night, guys.
Anybody wants to spend the 10-15
Sorry,
minutes
corn
backstage?
log.
Anybody wants to spend 10-15 minutes backstage? Here's the last opportunity to get the.
What are you talking about?
Sometimes we'll backstage. We'll have a little meeting backstage to see how everything's went. Once you shut down your live feed, then you can talk backstage. You're not
broadcasting.
Maybe corn log will come up. Probably not.
No, Southern Belle, you can come in and tell everybody how you're not a troll. No, people come in and they'll stay back. Say, okay, I'll talk to you later, everybody. You can stick around if you like.
Yeah.
Right?